You're watching UAE
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you joining us around the world. We're live streaming and we're here at Cowdray Park Polo Club for the British Open Championship for the Cowdray Gold Cup. I'm Carlo De Martinez.
I'm John Kent.
And we are here to give you a little bit of a brief history on this illustrious trophy that is standing by the side of us. John, there are some impressive names on this trophy. First played for in 1956, and it is the one that everybody wants to win. If we go back to 1956, there are some names on here. I can actually see it from here. John, Los Indios. Names such as J.M. Marino, Harriet, Heggie, Albert Heggie, or when Windsor Park took it alongside other legend names such as Colonel H.P. Guinness, the late Duke of Edinburgh, His Royal Highness Prince Philip, playing alongside Lord Cowdray, and of course Patrick Beresford. And then let's jump 20 years forwards. We had one of the, she's now one of the highest rated women players in the world, isn't she?
It was amazing back in 2003 indeed. Nina Clarken winning it as part of Hilden Sport, the only lady player to this date, Carl, to win this British Open, and we could see a bit of history repeating itself today.
Well, yes, because we do have a lady playing in substitute of Her Highness Shaker Maker, Kaylee Smith, who has been filling in for Her Highness Shaker Maker for Team UAE. So yes, John, we could have a woman in the final and winning the Gold Cup. Let's move on to then Ali Balboadi and the Dubai team. They've won it 5 times. That's pretty impressive in the history of this cup.
5 times, including, of course, once with the father of Heta and Barto, Lola Castagnola. He's in the tent today. Heta, part of the Dubai side today, and they won it together. Heta Castagnola, 10 goals, the linchpin of Dubai today, and his brother Barto, who plays with.
Yeah, so Barto's playing for UAE. They were playing together back in 2019. There was that winning goal in overtime. And then where did we go from there? King Power Foxes. And the King Power, they did the hat trick in 15, 16 and 2017. At the same time, winning the Premiership. They were unstoppable. And then what about 2018? The all-English team.
It was so great to see El Romanzo back in 2018. I've never seen the crowd get engaged like they did that year. Charlie Hanbury, Ollie Cudmore, James Byrne, James Harper. What a year that was. And then more recently,
yeah, the wave came, didn't it? The talent. We were introduced to the young Perotto Cambiasso with his father, the legend of the game, Adolfo Cambiasso, when they played for that aptly named team, Jean-Francois' team, Next Generation. That's when we were introduced to Perotto in 2020.
Perotto now, of course, part of Scone, that famous Cambiasso surname. And then last year, the last couple of years as well, we've seen some new winners. We saw Nico Perez tie Polo in that memorable final against
UAE. Yeah, that was a really wet final. UAE back again. They're no strangers to a final. They're here again, and they've never won a Gold Cup. So yes, Thai Polo beat them in 21, but they were Queen's Cup winners. They were off the back of a great season. And then last year, the defending champions, who unfortunately got knocked out quite badly in the semi-finals. Park Place, the boys in blue, they are defending champions, and they won it last year with a lineup of young Josh Hyde, Louis Hine, Francisco Elizalde, and Facundo Pierres. Let's take a quick look at how last year and Park Place took that impressive final.
Facundo's driving, Phil going down towards the goal. Del Carril, can he save it? No, he can't. He couldn't get there in time. He's on the far side, over the halfway line he goes. Louis trying to get away from Del Carril. Louis going to goal here, still with Louis Hine. The approach is looking pretty good. He's still going forward here. Louis Hine all the way. That is magic from Hine. Elizalde for another one for Park Place. Fran Elizalde. I think it is Castagnola. Here we go again. He's off to the races. Castagnola a little top downfield towards the the goal. Castagnola, more magic from the goal machine. Taken on by Del Carril. Dubai Colonel coming forward. They're trying to get something here to break through this defence. And if anyone can do it, this man can. It is Castagnola. To make it number 4 on the board. The approach is perfect. The play from Park Place superb. And Louis Hine is very, very cool indeed. Elizalde's trying to get away. Elizalde in field. Here goes Facundo. He needs a cut shot. Pienes. Wow! What have we just seen? Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will have reaction from all the room. It is congratulations. And in this Park Place, they will hug each other. They will shake hands with the team in green. It's been a wonderful performance.
Oh, well, that has certainly got me excited for this year's final, the climax of what has been one of the most competitive tournaments by far. We had 15 teams started out over a month ago, 4 league matches, then they went into a tough quarter-final stage, followed by a cracking semi-finals on Wednesday. Down to today, the 2 final teams finding their way into today's showground. So, a lot of teams, a lot of polo played, a lot of organising, a lot of horses, and a lot of players. And that falls to this man, Jonathan Russell, the CEO of Cowdray. Jonathan, thank you for joining me. I know you're one of the busiest men on this day. Stressful or successful week? How's it been so far?
Carl, hi. Successful, absolutely.
Of course.
Successful and tiring. It's been an amazing week where we started last weekend with the quarterfinals, and then we gradually build up through 2 amazing semi-finals on Wednesday, and we then had the disruption of the weather yesterday and a few nervous looks at the weather forecast. But today has delivered, and we're hugely looking forward to the game.
So a lot of polos played on these pitches. You mentioned yesterday that horrendous weather that most of the UK hit. Those of you live streaming from around the world, we were hit with a lot of wind and a lot of rain, true English style yesterday. And it's a good job it didn't come today, 24 hours earlier. But the pitches look fantastic, Jonathan.
Thank you, Carl. We are incredibly lucky at the home of British Polo to be on this amazing sandy soil at Cowdray, which means that we have 11 polo pitches which all drain beautifully, and we can, even after a day of full rain and what felt like gales, we can deliver this amazing perfect pitch for the game this afternoon.
So Cowdray has a lot going on. It's not just about the polo, is it, Jonathan? You have an array of roles that you have to do within this brilliant working modern estate.
Absolutely. We've become a hugely diversified customer-facing business now, and we are delighted, to invite the polo community from around the world to come and stay with us, to obviously play polo, but golf. We have accommodation across the estate. We have an amazing award-winning farm shop. We host weddings and all sorts of parties. So it's a very busy place, but without a shadow of doubt, this is the culmination of our year today.
Without a doubt, and it is all about this impressive, illustrious, the one that has all these names on back from 1956. Jonathan, will you have time to watch the final between UAE and Dubai today, or will you be too busy?
Carl, I'm going to be standing right next door to you, listening to your amazing commentary, and John Kent as well. And hopefully I will get to see the second half at least.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with Cowdray. Good luck to the estate, the modern estate, like you say, with so much going on. And I must admit, the place looks fantastic. It doesn't look like we've had any bad weather whatsoever. And we are in store for one of the most competitive finals this year. So 2 outstanding teams. Talented teams doing battle, 2 massive organisations of the polo world. No strangers to finals, no strangers to winning. Let's take a quick look at how these 2 teams, UAE and Team Dubai, made their way into today's final of the British Open Gold Cup.
Monteverde, no pressure at all coming in on Monteverde. It's Castagnola with the cut shot, with the tap towards the goal. Oh, so calm.
Monteverde. There's nobody marking him. It's going to be easy for him. Luke in Monteverde. Little tap. Luke in Monteverde. It is certainly a win for UAE.
What an amazing couple of clips those were of both the sides on their way to the final. Carl at the moment is on his way down to the UAE tent. We're going to hear from their main protagonist, Barto Castagnola, but these two teams have excited us every single step of the way. The youthful exuberance of Dubai coming up against that experience of UAE. Watch out, like I say, experienced Tommy Beresford, the England captain, of course, playing for UAE, but everything's set today for an amazing final. We already mentioned back in 2003, 20 years ago, Nina Clarkin became the first and only, or Nina Vesti as she was back then, lady player to win this British Open. Kaylee Maria Smith. What an opportunity it is today. Coming in for the injured Her Highness Sheikh Meta. Can she become the second lady player to get her hand on this beautiful Gold Cup trophy? Played since 1956 here. The very top level of polo played outside of Argentina. We are now about 25 minutes or so from this game getting underway. We're exclusively live as well on Polo Line Cowdray TV being brought for you today. All of the highlights we'll be showing you. I do urge you to turn your attention to the big screen in the areas behind the goal. See the highlights as we go, as we just await still Carl to arrive down in the UAE tent. Really excited to hear a little bit more about the organisation. Based locally here to Midhurst, of course, UAE down opposite the Amersham Polo Grounds at Manor Farm. Her Highness Sheikh Meta. We're also going to hear from Lucas Monteverde, the father of Luke and Monteverde, who organises the operation, does so much work, former 10-goal player himself as well, Lucas Monteverde. And you can already see in the pony lines behind the goal, each of these teams here, they're going to have 60, 75 horses between themselves. And I am delighted to say Carl has now made the tent, so we're going to hear a little bit more over from UAE.
So here I am down in the heart of the organisation, down in the pony lines, down by the team tents. And it's all happening here. The pressure is building as these two teams prepare to get themselves ready, get their horses ready. Team talks or warm up in the tents and get focused before this big showdown at 3 o'clock. So first of all, let's talk about the teams. Let's start with Team UAE. Now, they are looking formidable. They're solid and they have come through this tournament pretty much undefeated. One slight loss, but they are domination of beating Park Place in the semi-finals was just sheer brilliance. They are no stranger to being in finals and to winning. They have such caliber in their team. Over the last few years, Her Highness Sheikh Ametha's UAE team has grown from strength to strength under the wealth and experience of Lucas Monteverde, coach and manager, often fielding two teams as well in high goal and a huge supporter of women's polo. They nearly took the Gold Cup back in 2021 after narrowly missing out against Thai Polo. They'd won the Queen's Cup that year. They were on a run, but they just missed out not taking it. Today, though, it's all about a four-man team on both sides. Well, I say four men, I mean 3 men and 1 woman, because playing lights out at the moment, instead of Her Highness Sheikh Ametha as a substitute, is young Kaylee Smith. Now, Kaylee has been on fire at the moment. Young Lucan Monteverde, who is, in my opinion, going to be one of the highest rated and most popular players in the future, a real star of the game. His confidence just grows and grows. And then we've got Tommy Beresford, the local Cowdray boy who in the last 7 years has just flown up the rankings. Son of Lord Charles Beresford, and the Beresford name has won the Gold Cup before with grandfather, the Marquis of Waterford, who won with his brother, Lord Patrick Beresford, in 1966 and 69. Tommy is also a Queen's Cup winner. He won it in 2017 alongside the legend Adolfo Cambiaso, and then back in 2021 with UAE. But he's looking for his first win of the Gold Cup here in the British Open. And then let's talk about the man, the mystery, the myth, the legend, Barto Castagnola, the brother versus brother today. He's 22 years of age, and wow, what a player. He played in 2019 with Dubai and won his first ever Gold Cup. Today, brother splits against brother between 2 camps, Dubai and UAE. It's his 5th consecutive season in the high goal. He's 9 goals, and he continues to dazzle us into changing that ease from attack to defence, like the only way the Castagnolas can do. We caught up with Barto to find out about a little bit more about how he's feeling.
Sí, me acuerdo de la final esa, pero nada, fue un partido muy parejo. Me acuerdo que también habíamos jugado en la zona, que nos habíamos ganado ahí medio por 1, pero no, fue un partido muy parejo, le terminamos ganando ahí a lo último, pero siempre jugar contra Jeta, y me acuerdo que era Fran Elizalde, muy difícil, pero bueno, con suerte se nos terminó dando a nosotros. Bueno, ya pasaron 3 años. El Jeta creo que en ese momento tenía, no sé, 17 y yo 19 o algo así, entonces estábamos por ahí un poquito más maduros los dos, con un poquito más de experiencia, y yo creo que eso, pero después no mucho más. Vamos a estar con muchas ganas de ganar los dos. No, la verdad que no hablamos mucho, hablamos un poquito otro día después del partido, bueno, pero no hablamos mucho, no hicimos ninguna apuesta, nada. Ahora capaz que le mando y hacemos alguna. Pero es algo que nos va a tocar toda la vida. Acá afuera sabemos que nos va a tocar siempre jugar en contra. Por suerte en Argentina no, pero bueno, acá nos vamos a tener que acostumbrar porque nos va a tocar. No sé, justo ahora es una final, pero en la zona, no sé, el año pasado jugamos cuarto de final en contra, que nos ganaron ellos. Nos va a tocar toda la vida. Pero yo le conozco todas las yeguas y él me conoce todas a mí. Igual yo creo que eso a nosotros nos pasa medio con todos los jugadores. O sea, le jugás a Facundo y le conoces también las yeguas buenas, y a todos los jugadores buenos también me parece que les pasa eso. O sea, no sé, le jugás en contra y le conocés la yegua. Pero sí vamos a tener que mirar un poco ahí las listas y eso. El partido va a ser lejos la final más importante que vamos a jugar en contra. Capaz que ni idea, capaz que nunca más en la vida jugamos una final tan importante como la que vamos a jugar el domingo. Pero creo que está bueno, hay que disfrutarla, y después ojalá se nos dé a nosotros, pero bueno, va a estar divertido. Creo que tenemos que estar en un muy buen día, nosotros los cuatro, y nada, pues, tenemos que jugar muy bien los cuatro, creo que para poder ganarles, si no va a ser muy difícil.
So we've talked about UAE, and now it's time to turn our attention to the other camp, to the other team, the boys in green. It is, of course, Dubai. We talk about a three-man or a four-man team. This is a four-man team for sure. Rashid Al-Bawadi playing absolutely brilliantly throughout this tournament and in the last few years. He and his father, Ali Al-Bawadi, and their team have been in this scenario many a time before. An impressive 5 times winner of the Gold Cup, and they always seem to get the team lineup just right. Always super competitive every year. This year they come in, the only team to be completely undefeated record, and are looking super strong. They knocked out Green Gates in the quarterfinals. They knocked out Spanish team Marqués de Riscal in the semis. And today, like we talked about, it's brother versus brother. It's Barto versus Heta Castagnola, or Camilo Castagnola, for those of you that don't know, he's nicknamed Heta. As they attempt to take their 6th win and their 6th Gold Cup. Will they do it today? The team's coached by the legend that is Lolo Castagnola. 10-goal former player, and Heta and Barto the father. And he also played with Dubai back in 2001 and won the Gold Cup. So then watch his young sons back in 2019 when they played for Dubai for the first time take a Gold Cup. A proud moment for sure, and I'm sure today, watching them both out there in 2 of the biggest organisations against each other, fighting for one of the best trophies in the UK or around the world, he is definitely a proud father, and the genes in the Castagnola bloodline run strong for sure. This year, it's a very young team of talent. We have one young Rufino Benzadon at the back, the number 4. He's 7-goal player. A young Beltron Laule, only 3 goals, but he has 10 bags of confidence for sure. This man is everywhere the way he plays, and the trust that Heta Castagnola puts in him. And then Heta Castagnola, he's 20 years of age. He has 10 goals in every country that he plays in. The only player to hold that handicap in every single country around the world, and he plays on a different level. He plays his own unique style, his own way of attacking and defending, and it literally is changing the game of how polo is seen and played for the future to come. So that's Team Dubai, and that is Team UAE. The players and the horses are taking to the field to warm up. I'll hand you back to John Kent, my co-commentator, in the commentary box as we get ourselves ready for the final of the British Open.
Thank you very much, Carl. Really looking forward to seeing this as the players begin to warm up. You've already mentioned one proud father in Lolo Castagnola. We're now going to hear from a couple more. First up, it is Pancho Benzadon, his 17-year-old son, Rufino, about to take the field for Dubai.
Now I start more with the feeling of being outside, and I feel good being outside, helping with all the organization and the horses, and I can do much better outside than inside now. Now I came in the beginning to help with the horses on getting them ready. Then I went back to La Pampa to work with the green horses over there. And I came back for the beginning to stay for the Gold Cup, and fortunately we are playing the final, so we are all happy. Well, I've been watching Beltran playing since he was 8, and Heta and Rufino, they've been playing together since they were 8 too. So I have a lot of confidence on them. I've been watching Rashuri playing, and he's unbelievable the way that he plays. He helps a lot the team. He's a very hard worker on the team. And they've been working really well. So yes, I was confident on the team. I have the chance to play just 2 seasons in England. I didn't play much because I play in France a lot. But it's the most competitive polo that I watch outside Argentina. It's unbelievable, the organizations here, the quality of the horses, the quality of the players. Everybody brings the best here, so it's a big thing. It's unbelievable to be here, and it's very competitive, but they know how to play. Geta is probably the best in the world right now, and bueno, Rufino and Beltran, they are playing very well. As I said, Rashuri is a machine playing. So all since he was very young, he loves to ride horses, and I love riding, and I think that the riding came more from my side, and the way of behaving inside the field obviously is from the mother. She didn't play polo, maybe she was playing, we don't know, but no, it's the good thing about Rufino is that it's the same with Geta, you know, that they are very calm when they play, and that helps a lot. They live the life, you know, like they've been playing polo. Bueno, Geta won the Argentine Open, Rufino won the Cámara. They've been playing polo since they walk, you know. So it's Beltran the same, you know. It's they take it very easy. It's easy going for them. They have to play a final, and probably they will sleep okay till Sunday. You know, it's not like. I think that I was getting more nervous when I was playing, but they live it very natural way. So they will go and play. Hopefully they play really well and they enjoy it as they've been doing. Quarterfinals and semifinals of the Gold Cup is normal. Everybody comes here, you know, and it's you win, you keep on playing. You lose, you're out. So everybody comes with the best, and I think that they did really well when the game today was super tight, and they play the best, actually. Every time that when they get the other day, they were losing by 1, and was when they played the best. They scored five goals in a row there, and today the same. When they are last jacker and they end up winning by 3. So they take the pressure with a lot of confidence. So that's very good for the team. Compared to Geta and Beltran, he's old. So no, he's taking everything very natural, and it's a pleasure to see the way that they play, the way that the relationship is, and everything is we're having a really, really good time.
Now, from one proud father to another, anyone who was here at the semi-finals on Wednesday would have seen a coming-of-age performance from young Lucan Monteverde. We're now going to head over to hear from his father, former 10-goal player Lucas Monteverde, over in the UAE tent.
La verdad que bueno, hace no sé cuántos años ya que no me subo a un caballo, pero la sensación de venir a la cancha es la misma que como que voy a jugar yo. Yo la vivo mal, es lo mismo que si estuviese jugando. Tengo los mismos nervios del día antes de los partidos, durante el partido. Nada, me pone re contento. Pero bueno, tampoco me sorprende porque es lo que nos dedicamos 100% a esto. Cuando tuvimos la suerte de de quedar con este mismo equipo el año pasado, sabíamos que podía pasar esto, y nos quedamos afuera de la final de la Reina, y ahora por suerte tenemos la chance de jugar la final de la Copa de Oro. Hay una base de caballos acá en Inglaterra. Bartolito este año reforzó su lista del año pasado. Aparecieron un par de yeguas nuevas que conseguimos este año. Siempre estamos buscando, Tommy busca, UAE busca, Bartolito trajo. Le traje un par de yeguas de las de Luquín de Argentina. Pero bueno, era un equipo con expectativas de ganarnos una copa. Entonces sí, estoy recontento, me sorprende el resultado, pero no me sorprende que nos hayamos metido en una final. Evoluciona por Cháquer. A esa edad es inmaduro, por ahí no me tiene a mí adentro de la cancha mucho tiempo atrás para ir marcándole las cosas en el momento, lo puteo de tiempo cuando llega. Pero ha hecho un cambio, crecen por mes. De la Copa de la Reina ahora hizo un cambio, del partido anterior a hoy hizo un cambio, del segundo Cháquer al cuarto hizo un cambio. Está buenísimo verlo.
So it's a very impressive sight on the pitch here at Cowdray Park Polo Club. The beautiful, illustrious, prestigious Gold Cup. Those of you pitch side, look at the big screen. And those of you that are near the grandstand, you can see that sparkling British Open Gold Cup here, dating back to 1956. Coming into this tournament, leading goal scorers. Facundo Pierres, 10-goal player. He hits the number 1 position with 50 goals. 50 goals to Facundo. He takes the top spot coming into this final. He's not playing today. At number 2, Guillermo Sapo-Cassette. Number 3 is Heta Castagnola. He is there, the number 1 for Dubai. Camilo Heta Castagnola with 47 goals. And then followed by Pablo Madonna on 40. And Francisco Elizalde taking the 5th spot. John, it's great to be here. It's great to present to live stream around the world and here at West Sussex for Cowdray Park Polo Club, the British Open Championships for the Cowdray Gold Cup. I'm excited.
Thank you very much, Carl. Really, really excited for this one to get underway. We saw the name on the board there, number 3 in the scoring chart at the moment, Camilo Heta Castagnola. You would think, Carl, just 3 goals behind Facundo on that list. Would you say he's going to come away top scorer at the end of this tournament?
Absolutely. Camilo Heta Castagnola will definitely be the leading goal scorer at the end of this tournament. He's going to score more than a few goals, I think, isn't he, John?
No, he definitely is. I think it also says a little bit about the way these teams play. Very interesting. None of the UAE players on the top 5 of that list.
So, John, let's introduce these teams' names to the live stream and to people around, and we'll do a formal introduction later on. But for UAE Polo, playing at 1, substituting for Her Highness Sheikha Matha, it is Kaylee Maria Smith off a handicap of 0 goals. Number 2 position is Lukin Monteverde off a handicap of 6 goals, and watch out for this young lad because he is everywhere at the moment. Number 3 is Bartolomeu Castagnola, 9 goals for Barto. And 4 is the local Cowdray boy. It's Tommy Beresford off a handicap of 7 goals. They field a 22-goal team.
So lining up against them for Dubai, remember 5 times winners of this British Open in the past. Camilo Heta Castagnola, the number 1 of 10 goals, changing the way this game is played. He will be all over the field. Number 2, Rashid Al-Bouadi of 2 goals. I know his father, Ali Al-Bouadi, in the tent. Very excited to see what his son's team can do today. And then the 2 youngsters at the back. Number 3, Beltran Laulay of 3 goals. Just 15 years of age. Beltran Laulay and a back of 7 goals. Rufino Bensadon. They also, Carl, line up as a 22-goal side.
Yes, very much so, and very much a young team on the Dubai side. I mean, both teams are quite young, really, aren't they, John? But Dubai do have a very average age of, well, a lot younger than me.
Yeah, I think most of us can agree with that statement. And it's also watching them play, I think, why we love watching them play so much is they've also got that youthful abandonment in the way that they go around the field and try things and really give that attacking kind of a flavour.
Well, what was quite nice from that interview that you just said about Pancho there, Pancho Benzon, he was saying that actually they've been doing this since they were 7, 8, 9 years old, playing with high goal players at home with no real pressure. They're used to it. They're used to playing with such top level of athletes in the polo world. So actually, it doesn't really register with them. Pancho was saying how nervous he would be a night before a final, but he said that those guys probably slept really well, probably played on the Xbox, had a few bits of food, and then went to bed.
No, exactly. Pressure just does not get to these young players. If you are joining us either here or online, please do interact with us on Instagram, Polo Line OK, Facebook, Polo Line in, Twitter, we are on Polo Line, and TikTok on Polo Line OK as well. Let us know what you're thinking of the game, how you're enjoying it, your predictions leading up. Let us know where you're watching from, Carl.
Yeah, let us know. Tuning in from around the world or here in the UK, if you couldn't make it down to Cowdray, we hope that you are in your clubhouse or at home or with friends watching this epic showdown between 2 of the most titanic teams on the polo circuit. UAE often fielding 2 teams and a big supporter in women's polo. Dubai, they've won this 5 times before in its history. UAE haven't. It's interesting to see that the 2 last runners-up are facing today. Last runners-up, UAE lost in 2021 against Thai Polo. Dubai lost against Park Place last year. So this is really nice to see these two. Plus it's brother against brother. We've talked about that. Barto Castagnola on UAE and Camilo Heta Castagnola on Dubai.
And I think what's so great about the brother taking on brothers, you do see a lot of family affairs in polo. Obviously, the Perez's long-time players, but it's actually the first time since 2013, Carl, that brothers have come against each other in a Gold Cup final.
That is correct, John. Yes, it was Facundo versus Nico Pierres. They were on either side. Zakara versus Dubai. And it was in 2013 that Zakara beat Dubai and Facundo beat Nico in that final. So yeah, very interesting brother against brother. And I think also this is a sport that allows generations to play together. Brothers can play with brothers, sons and fathers can be on the same field, and that is very rare in sport at this level. So ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the field because here they come. Here come the two opponents for today's British Open. As they come round, give them a big cheer. On the far side, it's UAE, and this side, it is Dubai. As they make their way around the field, marvel at the horsepower, marvel at these top international players from around the world. Solid, undefeated team in Dubai green. UAE were looking forwards for their Gold Cup. They've never taken a Gold Cup final. Could it be their chance this year? Give them a cheer as they come round. Show your appreciation for how far and how hard they've taken to get to this point. The British Open, John, is like the Ryder Cup. It's like the Ashes. It's like Wimbledon for polo. It plays over 5-6 weeks. 15 teams getting knocked out. We are talking one of the best polo tournaments on the polo circuit around the world.
The whole last 5 weeks leading up to today, all, like you say, of the best players in the world have been here. We've seen Facundo Perez, the great 10-goaler. He dropped out in the semi-finals. Polito Perez dropped out in the group stage. This is the game where the very best players, they stake their claim to be considered the very best. And Heta and Barto, they are out there, those two brothers, 20 and 22 years old. And this will put them right at the pinnacle as the year goes on.
So this side next to the grandstand and passing the Gold Cup. Give a big cheer to Team UAE. And on the far side, on the bank side, as they pass all of you, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the banners, give a big cheer for the green team, Team Dubai.
So great to see, Carl, as the players did come round. There is an England international player. We've mentioned this sport does tend to get dominated by the South Americans, the Argentinians, but Tommy Beresford, England captain, 7 goals. What a day for him.
I think in the last 7 years, he has just flown up the rankings, John. If you look back, he was receiving prizes of the best young player years ago. He's now representing one of the biggest high goal polo organizations around the world. He's winning, he's in finals, and like you say, captaining a Guards Polo Club in Windsor next week for the King's Coronation Cup. That's going to be an impressive one where England take on the Commonwealth.
Indeed, Tommy, and also such a large staple of that organisation around the world. This UAE side, they do play all over in Dubai during the winter months. Tommy makes up that team there. He's not just part of his team, he is the linchpin behind so much of what they do as well.
The experience that this local Cowdray boy is bringing in, but also he's got a little lot of history in there as well. I was mentioning it earlier that the Beresford name has won the Gold Cup before. Grandfather, the Marquis of Waterford, who won with his brother, Lord Patrick Beresford, in 1966 and 69. So Tommy Beresford, as a lot of people know here, have a lot of polo history. So they come onto the field, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do the lineup and the presentation of both teams. And we're going to ask these teams to line up in front of this impressive gold, sparkling Gold Cup. So 6 chukkers, 3 chukkers, then a half time, then another 3 chukkers as these two teams battle it out for this illustrious Gold Cup trophy. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we have the two teams and the match officials here in front of us, before we call out these individuals and present them to you, we have a special mention. We have a special moment where we would like you all to just take some silence and take a moment to honor some of the polo greats of the recent past who have been no longer, unfortunately, with us. Please, can we take a minute silence to remember these polo legends who contributed so much to the sport of polo. Howard Hipwood, Brian Stein, Christopher Hambry, Colin Dillon, and Paul Withers. Please, play silence for 1 minute. Howard Hipwood, Brian Stein, Christopher Hambry, Colin Dillon, and Paul Withers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much.
5 great men of the game. Now, to call forward, first of all, the team based at Manor Farm, the local team, UAE, playing at number 1 in place of Her Highness Sheikh Hameta. Come forward of North Goals, Kayla Maria Smith. Playing at number 2, MVP for the semi-finals, Lucan Monteverdi, 6 goals. At number 3, the captain, the 9-goal player, Barto Castagnola. And now let's have a big round of applause. Your England captain, Tommy Beresford.
And now let's turn our attention to the boys in green, to Team Dubai. Playing at 1, it is Camilo Heta Castagnola of a handicap of 10 goals. Playing at number 2, it's Rashid Al-Bouadi of a handicap of 2 goals. Playing at 3, it's Beltron Laule of a handicap of 3 goals. And at the back is Rufino Benzadon of a handicap of 7 goals. Now, umpires, Peter Wright, Jason Dixon on our match mounted officials, and Tim Bown, our third man on the eye in the sky for this match. So as we clear the Gold Cup and as the players mount up onto their first chucker horses, we introduce a little bit of polo to you. If you've never been here before or you're new to polo, a couple of facts for you. Every time a goal is scored, you change directions. It's the only sport that does it after every goal, not just at half-time. You can only play polo with your right hand. You can't play with your left. You'd have to learn to play with the right hand the way the rules are designed. The main important rule in polo is the line of the ball, the right of way, the priority. When a player strikes this ball, whether it's 10 meters or 100 meters, there is a right of ways that's created. A player cannot just gallop in front of that player at a dodgy angle and try and steal the ball. They must come up next to the player and play the ball in their own lane, in their own avenue. Or they must ride the player off the line to claim the line. Or they can hook a player's stick or play the backhand as long as they stay in their lane and the player does not cross in front of the other player's priority. That is the main rule in polo. And that is mainly why the whistle will be blown. We'll explain a few more rules as we go along. But we have 6 chuckers, 3 chuckers, then half-time, and then another 3 chuckers. And the team with the most goals on the scoreboard will win this British Open Championship for the Cowdray Gold Cup. So we're just waiting for these players to come out onto the field. Those of you that might have seen the air ambulance helicopter circling earlier, they are Cowdray's charity partner, Air Ambulance Kent, Surrey and Sussex. An interesting fact for you all, it costs over £40,000 per day to run this service. They save 9 lives a day. 9 lives a day are saved by the air ambulance. They are relied completely on donations. So please do give generously to an air ambulance, Kent, Surrey and Sussex, that are saving lives and are very, very worth our charity for Cowdray this season. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off very, very shortly. Look at the scoreboard. We've got 1 in the middle above the clock. That's the first chukker. UAE on 0. Dubai on 0. 7.5 minutes is a chukker. And the teams line up like a rugby line out. Umpires Peter Wright and Jason Dixon asking these players to get ready. This is going to be one fantastic final. You are witnessing some of the finest equine athletes from around the world and some of the most top international players, young players, stars of the future, and some impressive play you will see. John, are you ready?
I am really excited now as the players line up. It has all been building up to this moment. A few horses to look out for in this opening chukker. Heta, he is playing in Kari Cario out there. Looking at Monteverdi, lady in this third chukker. Tommy Beresford out there on Castagna. So 2 very different games in the semi-final. UAE, what a statement they made. 18 goals to 9 in their victory as the ball now goes to play. It's there with Beresford looking straight away for Castagnola. Barto Castagnola claiming the line away from Heta, drives it long from about 90 yards out. Barto Castagnola. How about that for a statement to get this game underway?
Wow. He's drawn first blood. Brother against brother. I mean, from the line out, he taps it once, he taps it twice, he looks up, and he fires it past all the traffic, straight through the posts. Great goal. And UAE, 1 goal on the scoreboard already. Back to the middle they go. They change direction every time a goal is scored, remember, and this time it falls to Tommy Beresford. Then back to Barto. He's just scored. Tommy Beresford's helping him out. Barto's deciding to go past a couple of players in front of the Cowdray Polo banner, in front of the US Polo ASSN, our official clothing brand. He tries to get hooked out of it. It's still Barto. He's getting hooked out of it again by Rashid, but it's still Barto. He's managed to avoid 2 hooks, and Barto pushes it forwards, bounces off a pony, and is picked up by Kaylee. Oh, Lucan.
Lucan Monteverdi, no touch on the play. Now turning round is Beltran Laulay. Watch for the left-hand side is Rashid Abwadi. To the right goes Rufino Bensadon. But there quickly is Barto. Oh, the dummy backhand didn't quite work for him. Claiming the line now is Monteverdi. Monteverdi just touches it down the ground. Still here with Barto Castagnola. Last year in this final Dubai, they were a little bit slow starting in that defeat against Park Place. They're going to want to avoid that today as Barto Castagnola just gets a little bit stuck there. The ball heading up over the halfway line. Still Barto inching his way forward, taking it up towards the ground. Now he sends it long, and Tommy Beresford has got away from Heta. It's Tommy Beresford out in front. Big bump and a ride off by Castagnola, but Tommy Beresford puts it through the goal, and what a start, Carl, for UAE.
Wow. Barto Castagnola just controlling the midfield there, just making sure he wasn't going to release that ball until Tommy was available. And Tommy moved up from the number 4 position right to the top, waiting. And then there was the pass. Heta went back, but 2 goals. UAE. Back to the middle they go. Now, it fires straight back out. If Dubai can win this line out, they can have a little bit of control now. So, we have Rufino Benzanon. Leaves it now for Heta. Camilo Heta Castagnola tries to go past Lucan Monteverdi. He took it on the near side. Heta came back in. He's got it back. Straight in front of the Rathbones banner. Up goes Heta. He's trying to take it on the near side. It's fallen past the UAE player, but it's still going to be picked up by Dubai. A lot of confusion and a lot of traffic, but Heta comes in. He's so good at going round people. He's still got it. Tommy Beresford goes back in defence. A little turn from Heta. Still Heta. Look at Tommy Beresford trying to give him some pressure. He can't cross in front of that line, remember. Heta releases brother Barto goes in defence for UAE.
Barto Castagnola now to bring it away here for UAE, taking control of the ball after the shot by Heta, but it's all the Castagnolas at the moment. Watch your head here in the tent. It's coming up high over the boards, and that will be Dubai ball. So, Carl, having been a little slow starting last year in the final Dubai, are we seeing a repeat?
Yes, maybe, but Dubai are so good as they warm up each chukker. No way of reading into this game yet. Got to let a couple of chukkers go. Now, little tap to the left-hand side. Heta picks it up. Heta tries to go past his brother Barto. Barto rushes back in defence for UAE. Heta's there, he checks up. 22-year-old Barto backs it up to Tommy Beresford. Tommy Beresford now, the local Cowdray boy, he's on a flyer. Tommy Beresford now, he's got a bit of speed. Back goes Laule, but Rufino bends it on. Tommy cuts it back inside, a little chip shot into Rufino. Oh, look at this for Luke in Monteverde. Luke in Monteverde on the near side. Oh, what a goal! What play! Oh my Lord! UAE, and the crowd went crazy.
What a start by Luke in Monteverde, but that play by Tommy Beresford, as we look at this, we thought he was going to run. He slowed it down, hit the perfect pass, and the control by Luke in Monteverde. He nearly let it go, but coming back in off the form of that semi-final as well, that MVP with a second half for the ages that day. And Luke in Monteverde and Tommy Beresford combining 3-0. UAE now lead, and it's Monteverde again, taken away by the captain, Barto Castagnola. Castagnola spins it back round. He's got to take on Rufino Bensadon and finding space again at the front. Here is Beresford. Beresford just slows it down. Waiting with him there is Laule. Beresford for right-hand side of Laule, and Beresford's got the speed, sending players down the ground. It's still here with the England captain, Tommy Beresford, to the right, then to the left. We'll leave it now to Barto Castagnola. Castagnola with a big cut shot towards the goal. It's going up for Monteverde. It's going to go all the way, but it's wide to the left-hand side.
Only just wide, John. Only just to the left-hand side. But look at that scoreboard. 3 goals to UAE already, with only a minute and a half left, and Dubai yet to score. They came into this final completely undefeated. UAE came in with just 1 loss, and that was a very small loss against King Power in the opening qualifying stages. So already UAE have a lot of wind in their sails, and they know that they need to score as many goals as possible, as early on as possible, because Dubai have a track record of coming back pretty strong in the second half, John.
So Tommy Beresford now, waiting to him straight away. There is Heta Castagnola. What a chucker it has been for Tommy Beresford, the experienced head in this team. Hooked out of it by Castagnola. Left now for brother Barto. Barto with the drive into the pony, sticks in the air. We'll have a look at the instant replay, exactly what happened. It's gone wide to the left-hand side. I think it just came off a defending player's horse.
Yeah, no penalty. Every time a ball's over the back line, for those of you that might be new to polo, it's brought in off the back line, a little bit like a goal kick, the defending team. So Dubai, they don't have long left. They could do with putting 1 goal on the scoreboard before the end of this chukker, just to get a bit of confidence in the green camp. There's the strike, and this could be the chance. Up to Rufino Bensadon, and he's on a flyer. Bensadon now. This is better from Rufino. He's on his own. He's just got to finish. Oh, no! Oh, Rufino. He just couldn't quite finish. He crumbled under the pressure, and it falls back to UAE.
Barto Castagnola now coming down the ground. Down the ground goes Kaylee Maria Smith, but it's still here with Barto. Big bump and a ride off there by Bensadon. Bensadon now spins it round. Watch for Heta. Heta. Oh, it's stolen away from all of them by Tommy Beresford, and Tommy Beresford, he's gone here, left behind for Monteverde. Monteverde picks it up in front of both Laule and Bensadon. Still Monteverde out the air. The boys showing off, but it's taken away and spun round here by Laule.
Laule. Oh, look at this. First of all, it's Monteverde, then it's Laule. This could be the chance. They've only got seconds left. Laule shoots. Oh, and it goes wide. Unlucky, and that's the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the end of the first chukker. It's 3 to UAE, and Dubai yet to get on the scoreboard. Wow, what an impressive start for the UAE team. But don't go anywhere. Second chukker is only round the corner.
And on the left-hand side, your attention to the screen, we are going to see some of the top goals from the semi-final. We've already seen 3 great ones here, and what a day that was on Wednesday as well.
You're watching UAE
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
Turn it on and off again. Reset them.
So welcome back, everybody, to the start of the second chukker. UAE and Dubai, back to the field they go. We saw a very strong start from UAE. Dubai yet to score, but they are no strangers to winning and in a final. They've won this British Open 5 times in their history. UAE technically have won a Gold Cup, but it's the Dubai Gold Cup. And that was back this year in March. They won the Dubai Gold Cup, and that was with Lukin, Tommy, Her Highness Sheikh Ametha, and Min Podesta. The Dubai Gold Cup, a win for UAE. Back in March, so can they take the British Gold Cup? Let's see. Let's have a look at horses. So Heta comes out on a Lovelocks Fidel. He rode this in Argentina over the winter, and he's come out on it, brought it back to the UK. Barto also brought a lot of horses back with him this season. So Heta on Lovelocks Fidel. Beltrans on Dolfina Galopanera. And Barto is coming out on Lollipop. Tommy Beresford on Primera Dama, which won Best Playing Pony in the semi-finals. Here we go. Chukker started, and it's Tommy Beresford. Tommy Beresford turns right in front of the goal. Rashid Al-Wadi goes back, tries to take out Tommy Beresford. He leaves it for Barto Castagnola. Barto Castagnola now on the ball, looks up, takes it left, takes it right. Rashid doing a great job, a lot of pressure here, and so is Laule waiting. Laule and Al-Wadi waiting. There's the launch, up inside the board still. Heta looks over his shoulder. He knows he's got Tommy Beresford there. Just takes a little bump, and it's still Heta Castagnola.
Castagnola then down on the boards, just looking to creep away now, and he's found a little bit of space. Now head to Castagnola. We've already seen his brother's trademark long distance shot. What a drive. That is down the ground by head to Castagnola, looking again to combine with Ben Sedon, but there instead is Rashid Abwadi. What a play by Rashid, previous winner of course with his Dubai side. As well, Ali and brother Tariq are winners of this tournament, as well as Tommy Beresford coming round. Leaves it now for Castagnola right on the far side on the board. Spins it back round, and it is still there with Castagnola. To the right-hand side of Bensadon as UAE bring it away.
UAE on Lovelocks. Fidel, like you say, just pushing that ball forwards. Back now to Tommy. Tommy looks up, gets his big long arms, driving that ball up to try and find Kaylee. Kaylee tries to take it on the near side. She couldn't quite connect that one. Rashid has a go, intercepted, and a lovely little poke forwards from Barto, but no UAE player there. Just the talented stick of Heta Castagnola. 10 goals, the best you can attain on the handicap. And the 10-goal player around the world. And there's the hit from brother Barto there. This could be nice. Lukin Monteverde's not being marked. Lukin Monteverde has a shot on goal. Lukin Monteverde, it's a great goal. UAE are on fire.
What a start this has been from UAE, Carl. You mentioned before the game, and at the beginning, Dubai undefeated so far and largely untroubled. They had a couple of close moments against Marquez de Riscal, but they've been so dominant in all of their games leading up, and this is uncharted territory for them now, 4 goals behind in this second chucker. How could they respond as it's here now with their talisman? Oh, what a pass that is, and getting away in so much space here is Bensadon. Is Bensadon 30 yards from goal for Dubai? Is this going to be their opener? Monteverde comes back. Bensadon stays cool, but too cool as Barto Castagnola on Lollipop brings it away.
Yeah, such a shame that he couldn't finish that, Benzanon, but Barto picks up and clears on Lollipop. Up now it goes down. They look at Tommy Beresford there with Beltran Laule just trying to, and the ball bounces out over the boards, so that'll be a hit into the defending team. So they all turn. They're right in front of the grandstand and in front of the members' enclosure. And it is the young Beltran Laule, this time taking the ball. Heta's talking to him, saying, where should we go? Rashid's fighting well up there with Barto, trying to stay with him, trying to move. They split open a bit more space for Heta to pick up, but look how Tommy Beresford reads that, and that's a beautiful backhand. It literally fell to Barto's stick. He tried to stop it, but in goes now Dubai taking possession. There's a launch, and there's the confidence. Don't tell me that's going to go, but it goes wide, John. But now you can see they're forcing Dubai to hit these balls from quite far out, John.
Yeah, Heta, he's going to want to get a little bit closer to the game. It almost looks like they've given Tommy Beresford the job of just shadowing Heta wherever he goes on the field. Now, they want to get going here, UAE, quickly. The players have gone off and changed now. Lucan Monteverde again showing the confidence. That second half performance on Wednesday should give him plenty of it as well. The MVP from that big victory for UAE over defending champions Park Place, as Monteverde sends it out to the left-hand side. Now Barto out on a new pony here, taking on Bensadon, who closes down the angle, but it's here now with Barto Castagnola. To the goal goes Tommy Beresford, calling for the pass. Kaylee Smith, she's there as well, but it's a great backhand by Laule.
Great backhand by Laule, and it's still in possession for Dubai. Might have been knocked forwards now. So Heta's got it. Heta's now, he's off, and now it's brother against brother. It's Castagnola against Castagnola. This could be a chance. 20-year-old versus 22. Oh my lord, out the air, tap, tap, tap. It's still Heta. Has he been pushed too much? He's still got it. He shoots it under the belly. Oh no. And he puts his hand to his head. Wow. Pressure from Barto was just enough to stop that ball going in, John.
Barto said in that pre-match interview they haven't been talking together too much leading up to this game. I think he might ask him about that one at the end of the game, as it's here now with Tommy Beresford. Beresford, he chooses the gap to the right-hand side of Rashid Abwadi. Tommy Beresford getting more and more confident in his own ability as this tournament progresses, really playing to that 7 goals and more as he looks to spin it round the whole of the Dubai defence at the front, and Tommy Beresford has cut the field in half and now looks to run to the outside there of Bensadon. Great work being done by Kaylee Smith on Heta Castagnola, but in the end the 10-goaler was just too strong and takes it back to his own goal.
He's so good at getting from the back to the front, from attacking to defense, and that is something that Lola, the father, coach, former 10-goaler, played with Dubai, won the Gold Cup back in 2001, 20 odd years on. His sons are out there playing, and there's a whistle there on the play. I asked a few people change some horses, so it is a penalty down in that far corner.
So as we look on the instant replay, Luca Monteverde, we've spoken about the line of a ball a couple of times. When that ball is hit, it creates an imaginary line by the player that hit. Now Monteverde, he had to take that ball on the left-hand side of his horse. Just came across, I think the horse didn't help him out much. So it's going to be a penalty 5B in favour of Dubai. And with just over a minute remaining, I wouldn't say they're under pressure yet, but they could really do with something here as Hector Castagnola brings the ball now up towards Luca Monteverde. Monteverde waits. We saw him take the ball off Facundo in this sort of situation in the semi now. He wasn't expecting that from Hector, so Hector had the chance to come back round. Now Monteverde does get it off him. Hector looks to steal it back. These two young superstars of the game as it's left now for Laulay, but there's been another whistle on the ground.
Simply impressive as Hector was trying to hold on to that. He was playing it on the near side, the offside, and how he tried to reach back. As he reached back, Tommy Beresford was coming through and Bartow was coming through, the UAE black player. Let's see what the umpires decide on that one. Yes, they've given a spot penalty to UAE for just coming across the black and white shirt line. So Tommy Beresford, 2 meters tall, this young gentleman, gallops over to the side. Still in possession. Bartow goes back to help. 2 green players come over and try and dominate. Hector comes back to try and break away. He's so good and he's so deadly. Will he take it all the way or will he fire from here? His brother's waiting. It's now still Hector. A chance for Dubai. There's traffic again. It needs finishing off. And it's through. It wasn't pretty, but Dubai get on the scoreboard finally in the second Chaka John, and that might have given them the confidence that they need. Let's have a quick look at the replay. Hector, Bartow waiting, couldn't cross the line. It needed finishing off. Rashid Abwadi puts it in there to get the first goal for Dubai.
They were asking a question. You saw a few Dubai shoulders shrugging if it could have been a penalty one, because it did look like there was a foul, but that is the end of the second Chaka. So here at the ground, let's give both sets of players a big round of applause. It's UAE out in front, but Dubai just cutting into that lead right at the end there of that second Chaka. As here on the big screen as well behind the goal, we're going to see some more of the best goals from Rufina Ben-Sadon and Tommy Beresford.
You're watching UAE
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
So turn your attention to the screen, and for those of you here, to the big screen, the wide screen. We're just showing a replay here of some of the goals from the chucker. Look at that from Barto, just trying to push over on Hector Castagnolo. So back to the middle we go. We are in the third chucker. One more chucker to go before half-time. 40 UAE, Dubai 1, and some of the horses coming out. John.
Yeah, we've got Hector Castagnolo. He's got two unbelievable horses, look very similar. That one actually on the run on the big screen there was Soñada. This one he is out here now, Hector Castagnolo. He is on Olivia, already winner of various best playing pony prizes. For UAE, Kaylee, she rides Sensata. Lucan Monteverde on Doozy. Now Barto, he is on Solar, and Tommy Beresford on Teddy. Solar, another horse to really watch out for.
Yeah, very much so. Olivia for Hector Castagnolo, Banana for Rashid, and Super for Beltran Laule. So those of you that are new to Polo, remember we change direction every time a goal is scored. The way Polo started with a line out, and there are various penalties around the field from 30 yards, 40 yards, 60 yards, and from the midfield, or a spot penalty. Polo's played in 80 countries around the world. It's played on snow, it's played on sand, it's played on ice, it's played all over. And just looking there, look at their smart on the big screen there, the white shirts of Dubai and Lola Castagnolo. Look at them all standing there. The organisation there is unbelievable on both of these two teams, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I was going to say as well, we saw the third brother, Benny Castagnolo, such an integral part of this organisation. So both him and Lolo, they're both wearing Dubai hoodies, Carl.
Yeah, they are. We've got this sort of, I wonder where Lolo's going to go. He's split between both camps, really. He's in Dubai and he's UAE with each son in each. But what a proud father. What a proud father he was when they won that Gold Cup in 2019, when they exploded onto the high goal scene. And they won in an overtime, Hector with a beautiful neck shot. But what a proud father he's going to be today, seeing them again in a final for the Gold Cup.
So back underway, and it's straight away here with Hector. Wait for him to do a lot of work here on Little Olivia, and look at it just spin round. There is going to be a Best Playing Pony award at the end of the game. Do take your picks as well. Let us know on those social media channels which ones you fancy as well. And this one will be right in the reckoning. It's Olivia to the left-hand side there of Tommy Beresford. Tommy Beresford reaches out, gonna get him. He gets him at the second attempt, and it's here now with Alwadi. Alwadi touches it to Benson on through the goal. And Dubai beginning just to edge their way back into this. Great play by Rashid Alwadi.
Great play by Rashid, but finished nicely. Each member of the team there just attacked. And there was a player on each player, and that was nice, really nice domination and attacking form there from Dubai. This is what they need to do more of. They're now just two behind. Back to the middle they go now. Who does it fall to? They've got to win these lineouts. If you win these lineouts, you make the plays. And that is how you win polo matches. So there's the backhand. What a beautiful backhand from Tommy Beresford. So calm, plays the number 4 shirt like he owns it. UAE winners of the Dubai Gold Cup in March, but yet to win the British Open as they all fight for it now. Back to Hector and Castagnolo and Dubai. Hector says, I've got it, move up. Laule goes up, and so does Benzadon. There's the pass to Benzadon, but there was a UAE player in the way as Benzadon tried to go forwards for that ball, and this could be a penalty to Dubai, which could change everything, John.
Yeah, just have a look again at that big screen. Tommy Beresford, no complaints there. You can ride players off, but you got to go shoulder to shoulder. Tommy came right in front there. So it's going to be a penalty to 30-yard shot. And this is where Hector is so effective in these tournaments. They're not always at their best, but they're always close. Castagnolo through the centre of the goal. The goal is scored. Let's hear it then for Dubai. We've got a 1-goal game here in this third chukker.
Yeah, nice to see now. The tide is changing slightly, so we're a bit closer, and this is what we want. We want a very close final. Everybody wants to see it go down to the wire, and I think it's going to with these two teams. Back to the middle they go. They change directions, remember, every time a goal is scored, and who takes possession? It is Rufino Benzadon who comes to it first. Behind him is Ali Abouadi. Now Heta says, I've got it. He's just going to buy a bit of space. He's taking it back a little bit too far, but that's fine. He just wants to regroup his troops. And remember, he's only 20 years of age, and he is a 10-goal player. We are talking Alcaraz. We're talking Djokovic. We are talking Verstappen, Hamilton, and he's lost his head. That's Tommy Beresford. He hit the ball and his head of his polo stick flew off, so he doesn't have a head, but he'll carry on playing. He's turned the stick around in case he can do anything, and he's going to mark the man. And there is a whistle anyway on the play, so Tommy can get a new stick at the same time as they discuss this penalty infringement.
Yeah, I think the umpires are going to have a look at this one. They do have the benefit of the video replay as well. It'll be frustration for Dubai because they were at an advantage with Tommy Beresford having no stick. So the umpires are just checking. It was about how much room Bensadon had as he came around and hit the backhand. And it has gone in favour of the white and black shirts of UAE. All players taking the chance to go off and change onto fresh ponies. One of the rules to remember for those new to the game today, if a team are attacking when a whistle is blown, the umpires will move it up. There's a 30-yard mark, we call that a penalty 2, a 40-yard mark, a penalty 3, and then the 60-yard penalty 4 as well. They decided to move this one up to a 40-yard penalty. And UAE, having been under pressure, a chance to pull a couple clear again.
It's a great ball from Tommy Beresford. It's through from the penalty. The flags go up, and he connects with that one, taking UAE, keeping their lead just in front of Dubai. And Tommy, Queen's Cup winner in 2017 alongside Adolfo, then again in 2021 with UAE, and now looking for his first Gold Cup British Open win here in the UK, the local Cowdray boy. And watch him today. He is really owning that number 4 shirt, and he's back to it again. On this chestnut with a white blaze. Just checks up, looks over his shoulder. He knows he's got Barto behind. In goes Ali to try and steal. Heta gets it. What a stole. Rashid. What a steal up to Heta. Heta Castagnola on the near side. Heta Castagnola, and it's wide. Sorry, Ali, I know you're watching. I just saw you on the screen, so I called you Ali instead of Rashid. So what a shot from Heta Castagnola, but wide, John.
Just wide to the left-hand side, but Heta beginning to become more and more involved in this game as Tommy Beresford now bringing the ball in off the back line. Watch for Barto Castagnola. He went left, now he's gone right. He's on another Lovelocks pony, Krakatoa, here in this third chukker. Lovelocks, part of that Charlie Hamby string, winner of this tournament, as we mentioned, in 2018 with El Roman. So now here with Barto, leaves it for Lucan Monteverde. Monteverde gives it straight back to Barto Castagnola in front there of Laule and Bensadon, but it's still here on the near side. Putting on the pressure there was Bensadon, who turns first. It's going to be Heta to get there first. Heta has a look to see where Beltran Laule went. Heta fancied going on his own, but it's gone up and high in the air by Tommy Beresford.
Tries to be taken out the air. Barto tries to take it and falls to Laule. Belton. Just in front, just tries a lot of traffic. Lucan Monteverde doing a good job. They've got to be careful. Barto there. Bensadon taking Barto out. In comes Heta, picks up the loose scrappy ball, goes for a great shot from out wide. The angle is not great. The power was behind it, but unfortunately just too far to the left-hand side. But really, UAE making Dubai try and shoot from further out, making it quite hard for them to get this ball into the goal mouth, John.
Yeah, but they've slightly changed in the first chukker. They were too open. They were allowing UAE all the space, and Tommy Beresford in particular often had the freedom of Lawns ground number 2 here, but now they're closing things down. They're trying to get Heta slower on the play, but they've got to get the ball off Barto here first. Barto just tapping the ball, still up there on Krakatoa. He goes in between Tommy Beresford and Lucan. Lucan is calling for the pass. Beresford, oh, he would have seen him. And look at the long arms of Tommy Beresford getting back for the open backhand, but it's met now by Heta Castagnola. Heta now, is he going to get the goal? he's been waiting for. Hector Castagnola takes it for left-hand side of Beresford to the right. There's Lucan Monteverde. Rashid Abwadi called off the play by Bensadon. Bensadon to the right-hand side of Tommy Beresford. Bensadon running through here. Rufino. Bensadon. 5 goals to 4. It's not the prettiest car, but they're coming back.
UAE really making Dubai work. Really making Dubai work. But good play from Rashid. He was then left it for Benzadon, and Benzadon being hard pushed by Beresford. There was players everywhere. Luca Monteverde couldn't come across. Cayley had to wait, and that was a good finish. Like you say, not pretty, but in it goes, and they decrease that scoreline. 1 goal now in it, 5-4. Back to the middle they go. Tommy Beresford. Well, it comes forward. No, it comes to Benzadon. Benzadon now knocks it up, but it falls straight to UAE and fate to Barto Castagnola. 9 goals, 22 years of age.
Coming through now is Monteverde. Monteverde left it behind. It's there with Castagnola. Castagnola. Monteverde's got to be quick. It's Monteverde reaching out in front of Castagnola. Hector, has he got it? No, it's wide to the left-hand side. So Dubai with the ball on the back line. They trail by a goal. There's seconds remaining. I'm not sure we're going to get another play here before the halfway point. No, ladies and gentlemen, here at the ground. Let's hear a big round of applause for both sets of players. Half time, and there is 1 goal in it. Here as you go onto the ground and tread in any divots you find, please. And Carla's going to tell you in a little bit about a treat that is to be found on the ground. And here on the big screen, we're going to see an interview with Lucan Monteverde, as well as looking at some of the highlights from the Ladies Open that took place here at Cowdray yesterday.
Acá en Inglaterra nunca es fácil, nada. Todos los partidos son una final, venís siempre a hacer lista corta y nada, y hoy se nos dio que pudimos sacar esta diferencia, pero no entramos en ningún momento confiados. La Queen Cup nos la planteamos igual, teníamos las mismas ganas que ganar de ahora. Pero nada, tuvimos una semifinal más o menos, no jugamos a lo que queríamos jugar. Y nada, y ahora yo que sé, estamos jugando mejor, un poco de suerte siempre y nada, ganamos. Influye que tenemos mucha buena onda. Yo con Tommy Barto me conozco de toda la vida. Con Barto estamos en Cañuela siempre y yo con Tommy vengo jugando hace mucho. Y nada, tenemos una energía y una buena onda que creo que está bueno para dentro de la cancha.
Good sportsmanship is about respect. Respecting your team, respecting your opponent, respecting the game. And now, it's about respecting the environment. US Polo ASSN and 4Ocean are working together to keep our oceans clean. Discover how you can play your part at uspoloassnglobal.com/4Ocean. Live authentically.
You're watching UAE.
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
Well, it's a beautiful sight to see the polo field filled with so many people, so many beautiful people, and dogs and families and babies. As we hear at half time. As you're walking around, ladies and gentlemen, have a look on the floor, because if you find a token that is US Polo SSN written on it, you will receive £250 to go and spend at the US Polo SSN stand. So for those of you walking around divot stomping, there is a token on the field. Divot stomp. If you find the US Polo SSN token somewhere on the field, take it to the stand and you win £250 worth of US Polo SSN clothing to get today from the trade stand. Looking at the stats there, we got UAE Polo to Dubai, 5-4 obviously, so we got 4 field goals, 3 field goals for Dubai, 3 throw-ins from UAE Polo, 7 to Dubai, 2 fouls for each for UAE and for Dubai, 1-1 penalties, no safety penalties and corners, and no yellow cards.
So just as Carl heads down out to do an interview with Leela Pearson for score progression on the score as well. UAE, they ran ahead 3-0, 4-1, but what a last chuck of that was before the halfway point for Dubai. So really excited now to hand you over to Carl, my co-commentator, who is joined right by the field there with Leela Pearson. As we just wait a little bit more, Leela Pearson, part of the Cowdray Vikings organisation, yesterday winner of the Ladies Open here at Cowdray Park. Semi-finalist of this British Open in the past as well. Such a great supporter of the club, both in the mixed and ladies polo. I'm really looking forward to hear her thoughts on this first half of the game. Like Carl mentioned, we have the USPA Polo Association tab out there on the ground. Some really great shops up there in the shopping village as well at this day. At Cowdray Park, Finley sunglasses amongst the shops up there. Please do go check it out before the game and also heading out after the game as well. Enjoy yourself. There are entertainment, hospitality tents to enjoy yourself into the evening, and it looks like now, Carl, we are ready to head over to you, joined by Leela Pearson.
I am joined by the Lady of Cowdray, the Honourable Leela Pearson, just always looking beautiful and always smiling. Leela, you had a great day yesterday. You're playing lights out at the moment, and you won the Open, the Ladies Open yesterday, no?
I did, and I won the 8-goal in the morning.
So not showing off. 2 finals, 8-goal in the morning. The Ladies Open with Vikings, Cowdray Vikings. How are things?
Really good, thank you. I couldn't be happier. I mean, to win 2 finals in one day was unbelievable.
Who were you playing with with the Cowdray Vikings? Who was your team yesterday?
I was playing with Leah Salvo and Lottie Lamacroft and Antonia Eddy.
Great, and how many goals did you score?
I scored 1.
I've got a little stat, so I just need to find out. Semi-final of a Gold Cup you have played in, have you not?
Yes, I played against Dubai. That was my downfall.
So that's great. So what year was that?
2001.
So in 2001 you played in the semi-final here at the Gold Cup against Dubai. So Lola was playing in that then?
Yes.
Wow, so how good is that? So Barto and Heta's father was playing in that 10-goaler against you?
Yeah, that's right. And Cambiasso, of course.
And how did it end?
Not well. But I was the first woman to get to the semi-final of the Gold Cup.
Oh, that was my next point. You were the first woman to get into a semi-final of a Gold Cup.
Yeah, and it was very exciting.
So today, what do you think about Dubai? You've obviously watched the Castagnolas. You've obviously played with them, against them, with Adolfo, against Adolfo. You've been here, you're Cowdray. What do you feel about these teams?
Gold Cup. I played in the Gold Cup with Beltran Laule's father in 2009.
So you've played with nearly every single father player out there. This is brilliant. You're the font of all knowledge. So you played with Beltran's father. So what do you think about how he is playing now as a young child? I mean, he is unbelievable.
I am absolutely gobsmacked. Yeah. So I watched him and his little brother, who's actually bigger than him, in February playing in Argentina, and they were unbelievable. They're off the scale.
And I think that goes for all of those players out there. The young talent today, it's crazy. The game's changed, hasn't it?
So it's awful because, Tommy's my godson. So
who are you going for? Tommy Beresford is your godson. Okay, so you've got to go for UAE.
I do. Okay. But I've got a little soft spot for Beltran as well.
I think everybody's got a soft spot for Beltran. He's such a cute lad, isn't he?
So nice. You couldn't meet anybody nicer.
Okay, so you're going with UAE. You have to, because Tommy's
my godson. So it's been terrible. At least Lola and Camila have a son in each team, so it's a win-win situation.
So where is he? Is he standing in the middle, or is he standing in front of Dubai, or is he standing in front of UAE camp?
No, where is he?
I think he's standing in the middle, I think. Right, thank you so much, Leela. Always a joy to talk to you. You're also presenting a prize in the presentation this afternoon?
Yeah, best playing pony.
Best playing pony. Thank you so much.
That's where my heart is.
Well, that is where your heart is, with the horses. Yeah, thank you so much. Accomplished player, a huge giver to polo, across women's polo and here at Cowdray, but internationally as well. So thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Leila.
Thank you so much, Carl, and Leila Pearson out on the ground. So interesting to hear her take on everything. I was fortunate enough to commentate her Cowdray Vikings side in the Ladies Open final yesterday. The Open was won by the home side, the Cowdray Vikings, Leila Pearson, King Power. They won the high goal ladies tournament yesterday as well. It was a great day for Leah Salvo, winning both of those ladies tournaments, and also a great day for Leila Pearson and the Cowdray Vikings organization, winning the 8-goal 1921 here at Cowdray in the morning. It is really so great to see so many people live here at the ground. We got lucky with the weather yesterday. I had to have a personal umbrella man standing behind me and holding it, so we really are fortunate to see this. We had the two extremes the last couple of years. We saw the rain-soaked day back in 2021. We had to stop the game for a period of time at this point. And then last year we baked in the sunshine, which also has its impact. Would ask you here, if you are here, whether for the first time or a long time viewer and enjoying what you're seeing, do download the Polo Line TV app, available both on Google Play and on the iOS App Store. Polo goes on here all year at Cowdray Park, so we do encourage you, don't just come here for the day of the British Open finals such as today. Keep your eye on the Cowdray website. You can see highlights, you can see more of some of this amazing play that is going on, as well as the schedule of everything that is happening. So, Carl, we heard there Leila Pearson talking about how she had loyalties on both sides, but ultimately with her godson, Tommy Beresford, in the UAE tent. That's where her main sense of loyalty lay, but she was a little bit torn considering the fact she'd played with Gaston Laulet, the father of Beltran Laulet, who is having an amazing tournament. Just 15 years age. Beltran Laulet, there's another one behind him, just 13 years old. His brother, Rufino Laulet, he will be in this tournament in the next couple of years, I can tell you that for sure. as they congregate here, the very best players in the world this time of year. From here, they head to Spain over to Sota Grande. A big shout out to the Sota Grande tent down to the left-hand side of the commentary box. Some of our sponsors here today. If you do spot yourself on that screen as well, please do give us a wave. We are, as we mentioned at the beginning of the game, on all social media channels, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at all, of course. The Polo Line Instagram is really an account to follow all of the highlights of music, of everything that happens as we look at the screen as well. That is Rufino Bensadon. It was a slowish start for Dubai, especially considering what we have been seeing throughout the tournament, but right there towards the end of the half, they got a bit of a stranglehold on things going on. As I have seen the umpires make their way back onto the field, the whistle blown, so the game not far away from getting back underway. If I could please ask you to make your way back to your seating areas, take a last photo or two, but please do make your way now off the field, the game ready to get underway. We still have a long day here at Cowdray ahead. Following the game, of course, a presentation, the prize givings. Do come and show your appreciation to both sets of players. And then the evening does carry on in the corporate hospitality tents and the tents behind the grandstand as well. So I could please ask you to make your way off the field in the center of the ground. A few groups congregating there. Grab one last drink. Settle yourself down, ready for the second half of this game. Still 3 chukkers to go.
So, John, really good to speak to the Honourable Leela Pearson there, like you say. Really interesting insight. She's played in a semi-final against Dubai in 2001 with Barto and Heta father Lola. Nice point about these two teams. We talked about it earlier, but it's interesting to see that the two last runners-up are facing today, because UAE lost in 2021 against Thai Polo, obviously. We talked about that. They were nearly there, taking their first Gold Cup win. But Dubai lost last year against Park Place, the defending champions. It's nice seeing those two coming together today.
Yeah, we mentioned certainly at the beginning of that game last year, I think Dubai were probably favourites coming into that final. I know we spoke before commentating this event last year, and we thought that the speed of Hector Castagnoli, had Matt Perry with him last year as well, and Herodal Kirill. I mean, it was a great lineup, and we thought they might take it, but Park Place that day, they came out flying right from the beginning. And you just saw, maybe I went a little bit early, but I said, God, it looks similar to what happened last time round as UAE came out so quickly.
Yeah, very much so. And Park Place hadn't been gelling, actually. That team, they hadn't had a good Queen's Cup. They hadn't had a great, real Gold Cup, to be honest. The team just wasn't gelling. And then suddenly, the sort of the Hyde, Hine and Fran Elizade and Facundo just seemed to click. And, yeah, they had a great final, didn't they? But yeah. UAE have also won a Gold Cup. We talked about that. Not a British Gold Cup, but they won the Dubai Gold Cup this year. UAE have literally, in the last few years, have been knocking on the door of lots of finals and then winning things.
Yeah, we've known that this moment was going to come. Like, they came so close. It was a great team they had back then as well. Tommy Pinello was part of the organization. Polito Perez, part of the organization as well, when they did lose that final back in 2021. But it's a matter of time. I mean, the organization of Lucas Monteverde, Her Highness Sheikh Amato, I think it's really worth mentioning the amount of work that goes down just around the corner from here.
Yeah, but they're such a good team off the field as well, aren't they? They're solid. They're such a solid team in team morale, in team bonding, in the way they work and operate as an organization. They are a strong, strong team, UAE. And you can see that when they're working off the field at different places, back at the farm. It is a great, strong team. And if you're happy off the field, you're going to be happy on the field.
No, exactly, and Tommy as well. I mean, we mentioned earlier, he's part of this organization. He's a long-time pro for Her Highness Sheikh Amato, survivor of that final defeat back in 2021, and what a chance it is. And he came out absolutely flying in that first chukka.
Yeah, he really, really did. I'm so glad that the weather has passed through, John. Yesterday, for those of you joining us on the live stream, we were greeted with a lot of typical English weather, and we had some mini gale force winds and plenty of rain. There's a nice shot of Lola walking and pacing up and down. That's all he seems to do is pace. He must be torn between both camps, but at least he'll be happy that one of his sons will win today. What a proud dad. Having one will be a runner-up and one will be a winner of the British Open. 5 years Dubai have won this, 5 times, sorry. Yeah, 5 times the winners of the Gold Cup. And are they going to go for their 6th? We will see.
Flaco Gastambide, you saw that just for a second on the big screen to your left. He was coach of the Talendrakas side. Mur Sanctus, who won the Queen's Cup as well, part of the organisation. So with the players now back on the field of play, please do take your seat back behind the white lines. We will wait before you have done so, before we get this game underway. It's going to be Dubai with the ball on the back line. They trail just by 1 goal now. They've really come back into this game. As we have a look at some of the horses as well. Watch out for Rufino Bensadon. He is on Jennifer in this 4th chukker. We mentioned it, just 7 years old. Jennifer, it really came into its own in that semi-final as well. He scored a great goal running away from Tuka Sapagasset's famous grey horse. So really do watch out for Rufino's Jennifer in this chukker.
So second half, a very close game. Now Dubai with a bit of wind in their sails before the first half. Team talk from Lucas Monteverde, I'm sure, down in the UAE tent. And then Lolo giving a team talk in the Dubai. We are away, ladies and gentlemen. Just gather yourselves around as the match officials say we're good to go. The ball is going to be brought in by Dubai. It's 7.5 minutes on the clock, and let's see what happens. Don't just look at the ball that's being struck. Have a look at some of the battles that are going off the ball, each player marking each other, trying to divide the way up for these passes to come up. And there's a pass from Laule up to Rufino Benzadon. Rufino Benzadon rides down on that. Dubai are looking for the penalty. UAE coming across. Heta Castagnola is already moving up towards the 30-yard line, John, but he turns around and says, oh, I'm not sure it's going to go that way, but we'll see what the umpire decides.
Yeah, Heta almost like a jouster coming through the ground, stick in the air, saying I was clear gone, but I think the umpires have actually given it against Dubai.
Yeah.
So frustration for Heta. It's going to be Tommy Beresford. He's on a horse called Tommy here in this 4th chukker. So Tommy Beresford for right-hand side now of Rashid Abwadi. We've seen him try this a few times as it goes to a right-hand side of Heta Castagnola now, who comes in on defence. Beresford on the near side, looking to flick it round. Tommy Beresford with a shot towards the goal, but he's put too much on it, and it's gone wide to the left-hand side. A big chance here early in the second half for Tommy Beresford.
So unlucky for Tommy. This time, ball is taken in. Heta straight up to try and find a Dubai player, but it falls to Tommy Beresford, who's so good in defence. He plays it forwards on the near side. 2 hands, just checks up a little bit, looks over his shoulder, wants to try and outfox Heta. Yes, he does. Rashid Abwadi, he does that, and he goes past. And he goes past Laule. Laule doesn't get to it, though, and he does then on the second time and gets a little backhand, which is nice from Dubai. It's then cleared all the way up, and they race to it now. Benzadon tries to next shot it across, and he does, and this is a great pass. Heta Castagnola, is it going to stay in, or is it going to run over the line? Nice try from Dubai, a quick attack, but it goes over, and it'll be UAE with the hit in.
Just too much on the pass there from Rufino Benzadon, so it's going to be Tommy Beresford bringing the ball back into play here for UAE. Beresford taking it up towards Rashid Abwadi, who waits now as Beresford, long drive down the ground. Is it going to stay in play? It's going to come close to the board here. It will just deflect in play, but he's shown too much of a ball to Heta Castagnola, but Monteverde comes across. I think he did a little bit of that here for the grandstand, sticking the air riding through.
Yeah, you'll often see, if you're new to polo, you'll see the players with their sticks in the air trying to say that they're claiming the line, that it's their line, and they'll hold their stick proud as they ride that line, trying to signal to the umpires. But the umpires have got eagle eyes. We've got third man Tim Bown, we've got Peter Wright and Jason Dixon, the mounted officials there, the umpires, making sure that the line is adhered to and that the players are staying safe and the horses are staying safe to these rules. So a penalty has been awarded, and it's been awarded to UAE against Hedda Castagnola, and it'll be UAE to take this penalty, which might increase their lead, which is not what Dubai wanted. Tommy Beresford's going to take this, or is Bartow going to take it? Let's have a look. He had a nice penalty earlier. It's going to be Tommy Beresford. Circles his pony. Nice and calm and flat. Wants a good hitting platform in order to strike this undefended penalty. So he walks up to it and he strikes it well. He went from a canter down to a walk, a little trot, and then stroke. That ball flew it high, and UAE increased their lead 6-4.
Yeah, I didn't think Tommy's horse was helping him much there. So players back in the centre of the ground. Dubai, they came back to within one. Can they bring it back again as the ball now falls for Ben Sedon? The lineouts were pretty even in that first half as Ben Sedon sends it long down the ground looking for Heta, but Heta taken out the play by Bartow. There's always a UAE player next to Heta. They know that is the key to winning this British Open final this year as Beresford now leaves the ball behind for Monteverde, but it just beats them all and deflects over his boards, and a chance here in front of the grandstand. Why don't we give them a big round of applause here in the grandstand? Both sets of players here in front of us putting on this final spectacle for us as Hedda Castagnola just taps it now towards the waiting Lucan Monteverde, and that beautiful little done. Look, Hedda Castagnola, look at that, it's going to go. Beresford's got to stop it. I think it just caught the wind. They're trying to claim it was off the defending player's stick. If it was off the defending player's stick, it will be a safety 60. A safety 60 card when the penalty gets awarded. It's like a corner in football as we have a look on the instant replay. Have a look on the screen. It just got a touch off Tommy Beresford's stick, stopping it from going through. So it's a 60-yard penalty directly in line with where that ball went out of play here for Hedda Castagnola.
Oh, wow. Through the traffic, along the ground, with some force. It was so quick they didn't have time to get a stick to it. I don't know how it didn't hit it. Some traffic along the way, but it's gone straight through. A nice goal from Hedda Castagnola. Camilo puts one up there. 6-5 now. They decrease their gap. Straight through, all the way down the line out. UAE come to it first. Rashid Al-Wadi said that he had the line, but Bartow was already on there. Umpires had great views from either side. Straight from the line out. Rashid Al-Wadi on the grey. Thought he had priority as he came through, but it is a penalty to UAE. Bartow, Castagnola already established on the right of way, so a midfield penalty. And just watch here. Watch, Bartow's now going to go left. Kaylee Smith is waiting at the top. Lucan Monteverde is right in front of goal. Tommy Beresford just takes the man with him, leaves it for Bartow. Bartow has to keep hold of that one. It's a bit of a bouncing ball. Castagnola, 9 goals of sheer talent, decides to go himself a little bit. He's got an angle, he's looking up, but I don't think he's going to be able to cut it from there. In comes Rashid Al-Wadi to try and challenge. In comes Ben Sedon. Tommy Beresford still got it. Still Tommy. Oh, the Dubai all over Tommy, but he's still got it. No, it's still Beresford. Still Beresford. He's gone. How's he gone past 4 players? He plays the backhand. This is beautiful. Oh! How he scored that, John. He had traffic all over him. He managed to keep it to him all the way. He took it far, and then the cut shot backhand. Wow, impressive stuff from Tommy Beresford.
Yeah, and I think you need those 7-foot arms of Tommy Beresford to be able to score a backhand like that. And Tommy Beresford, we mentioned the top scorers earlier. He is now in the top 5 on the top scorer list in this tournament. Heta is one behind Facundo in the number 2 position as Lucan Monteverde now looks to get going here. Says, oh, he's left it a little bit short. He's going to get there again under the next shot, looking for a run, but it's against the pony now of Laulay. Laulay leaves it for his captain, Castagnola. Castagnola now running against Barto, just flicks it up to the edge. Still now with Heta, went for a flyby, but Barto gets it and has control for UAE.
Barto just manages to avoid Heta. Heta says that he hurt himself there as the stick came up. Brother against brother, the stick came up against him. Let's have a look at the replay. He jumps off, it hurts his shoulder. He can hold it, he's holding his right shoulder there. It was just the collision between those two. I don't think it was intentional, but as Barto went for that sort of open backhand, the stick bent and came round up. Real bend on these sticks you can get. The bamboo is designed to flex. And it just wrapped itself round onto Heta's shoulder, unfortunately. And whilst we take this moment, a little break, we'll just make sure Heta is okay. Out comes the magic ice spray. Let's just look at it one more time. So here it is here, different angle on the big screen. So Heta came in, Barto had the line. He went for the backhand as he reached in front with the stick. The stick came round, bent round, and just caught Heta on the top of his shoulder.
First real knock then we've seen for one of his players. It is, of course, a high contact sport, this, the game of polo. You see all the UAE players, Carl, their horses are kitted out in husk boots. We're going to see a little bit about them in between the chukker break. Both safety of the horses and players paramount in the kit and equipment, but Heta Castagnola is straight back on his feet. Let's hear a round of applause then for Heta Castagnola. Jumps back up. We, of course, don't want to see any injuries to any player, let alone someone as exciting as he is. As we go back on to that play, it was just the inadvertent stick going up round onto the shoulder of Heta Castagnola.
10 goals all over the world. Brother against brother.
It's the only player who's got that 10-goal rating all over the world, no, Carl?
Correct. Every country he plays in. You can play in different countries and be different handicaps, ladies and gentlemen, but Heta holds the 10-goal, which is the highest rated handicap on the polo sport of polo, and you're sort of equivalent to your Djokovic's and your Alcaraz's and your Messi's and your Verstappens and Hamiltons. First won his Gold Cup, Heta, in 2019, when he scored the winning goal, actually, in the overtime against King Power. And that was to take his first ever Gold Cup for Dubai. And that was alongside his brother. And this time they've split camps. Last time brothers played against brothers was in 2013. We talked about that earlier. We had Facundo Pierres, 10-goal player, against his brother Nico Pierres. And it was Zakara versus Dubai. And that was the last time we had brother, but against brother. But John, we were saying it earlier, and polo is such a sport that you can play brothers and with brothers and fathers and sons and generations. At this level, you don't do that in Formula One, you don't do it in cricket, you don't really do it in football. There's not many sports out there playing at a top level that you can play as a family and generations can play with generations.
No, it's such a unique part of the sport, and it's one of the most amazing things in world sport is to watch. In Argentina, Heta and Barto, they played together, being joined this year in the Argentine season by Pablo McDonough and Facundo Perez. That's going to be quite some team, Carl.
What a lineup.
Just for a second there, one of our sponsors here, ORS Hydration, popped up on the screen. Please do keep yourself hydrated throughout this game.
So here we go. Dubai needs some wind in their sails. Hector Castagnola, 20 years of age, circles for this penalty. Let's have a bit of quiet around the auditorium as this young lad circles up to take this penalty that could go 7-6 now to Dubai in the UAE. It's up, it's high. There's nothing wrong with his shoulder. He's connected with that well. The power has gone through. Maybe a moment to regroup. It's 7-6. There's only one in it, and that's kind of what the game's been. UAE started scoring 3 goals in the first chukker. Dubai were down completely in the first. Then they started to come back, and they've been chasing ever since with 1 or 2 goals in it. UAE still in the lead with 1, but the tide might be turning, and this is where the horsepower comes out in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And Hector Castagnola now, 20 years of age. He's got his brother next to him, still in possession for Dubai.
Lost now for Barto Castagnola. Barto picking it up now for UAE. Takes it back using Kaylee Maria-Smith. We haven't mentioned her much in this game, but she does so much hard work, allowing the likes of Lucan Barto and Tommy the space to run it down the ground as it's still here with Barto. Not letting him out of his sights there is Benson on. Barto Castagnola goes for a big neck shot, left a little bit short as Barto now picks it up, takes it up over the halfway line, goes to the left-hand side ahead to Castagnola. Barto now, he's 40 yards from goal, he keeps it close one more time. He's a cut shot away here for UAE, up the air with the tap. Barto Castagnola, what a beautiful goal by the 22-year-old Barto Castagnola, showing his class. Just 9 goals here in England. I say just, but he is 10 in Argentina. And what control as you look on that screen again. Just brought it under his spell, takes it out the air. Hector came in. You can't touch it though with the line there for Barto. The goal is scored. 8-6 again, UAE lead.
Yeah, just unfortunate that Rufino Benzadon just let him get away from him there a little bit, and he just couldn't quite catch him. And once Barto's loose, Barto is dangerous. So that's the end of the chukker, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for both teams here at the end of this chukker. It's UAE 8 and Dubai 6 as we all look on, anticipatively waiting the next 2 chukkers.
You're watching UAE
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
So as we come back now to the field of play, have a look again at the screen behind. You're going to see that wonderful goal by Barto Castagnola now. Just the way in which he brought this round, picked up the bounce of the ball. Head to Castagnola, you just see coming into the screen there, but just so good on his close control there. Barto Castagnola. So we've mentioned a couple of times the top scorers. Hector Castagnola with that last penalty levels at 50 goals for the tournament alongside Facundo Perez. Carl said it's definitely going to happen. I still think he's fairly safe in that. And Tommy Beresford, he has entered that top 5 list as well. On 38, I don't think he's going to get to the top, but it's been a great tournament for Tommy Beresford. It really has. So, 2 chukkers left in this game. Players back on the field of play. Dubai find themselves 2 goals behind once more, heading towards the scoreboard end, as the umpires just wait for that gap to form. The ball goes in play. It's at the middle of the line out there with Tommy Beresford spinning round in front of Castagnola. Look how quickly, though, Castagnola fought himself through that crowd. Now picks it up, takes it to the left, gives himself the space. See how all the players in green, just a second block. Now watch for Laulay. Laulay calls to the pass. It gets delivered. Castagnola got a deflection, but it's Laulay. Beltran Laulay with the score. And that call is Dubai at their best.
Unbelievable stuff from Dubai. I told you, wait to the 5th and 6th chukker and the tide will start turning. These 2 teams are really going to turn the screw, and they are both going to put down a little bit more horsepower. So that was unbelievable from Heta. The shots from out far, and Barto got to it, blocked it, but the way it was finished was just brilliant. But now look, they return really quickly, and it's man on man as they race back. It's Benzedon against Barto. Benzedon tries to hook. Barto's got it. He tries to connect with the near side. Great marking from Laulay. Brilliant marking from Laulay. Plays the ball underneath his belly, clears it to Heta. That was unbelievable from Laulay.
Great defensive play by Laulay, but it's gone straight back to the master of the number 4 position in this tournament, Tommy Beresford. Beresford taking it away underneath the pony there of Rashid Abwadi. Leaves it now for Barto Castagnola. Castagnola looking to get a little bit more space himself. Big bump and a ride off. Wow, Dubai. They have come out physical here in this 5th chukker as it's Barto Castagnola to the left-hand side now of Benzedon and Laulay. Still Barto just slows it down. Waits there on the boards, under pressure there as Kaylee Maria Smith takes away a man as well. Fools now for Beresford with the next shot, looking for Barto Castagnola. Can he get there in time? I'm not sure he will. It does just stay in play as he takes it right out towards the boards.
A bit of time given to them now as they use the whole width of this pitch right onto the bank side. Still in possession for UAE. What a turn. Balls looks like it's stuck onto the end of his stick. There's no whistle, and it's picked up by Heta. Heta now tries to avoid the hook. He does so, but he doesn't on the second attempt. Falls now to Laulay. Laulay pips it back up. Heta's got to reach out and take it. He now tames possession. He tries to chip it back inside. Beresford never normally misses a backhand, and he didn't that time either. Hits it back to Lukin Monteverde. Monteverde ridden off nicely by Benzedon. Heta, he's got no one in front of him. He's either got to go himself or he needs to know who's behind him. It's Heta Castagnola. Camilo leaves it now for Benzedon. Benzedon fires it back up, and they all race back. Tommy Beresford needs to cut in and take out Heta. It's Beresford now with the backhand. Wow, what a save from Beresford. They all turn. It's backed once again by Dubai, picked back up by UAE, and danger averted.
Monteverde looked to get away. He's hooked up the play. It's set down the ground by Castagnola, looking for Lukin. And the game begins to open up again now as Lukin Monteverde. Look at the speed of Benzedon coming back here. It's Lukin Monteverde. He's out in front, so I know that's Laulay. It's Laulay. Big tail backhand. Monteverde appeals. They're going to come back again the other way.
Wow, what end-to-end stuff there. Great one from Laulay. Heta tried to control it. Lukin Monteverde came in and stole it off Heta, gave it to Barto. Barto has it in front of goal, but in come Dubai onto Barto, and a whistle has been blown right in front of the goal. And in this stop change of time, they will change onto some fresh ponies and come back on some fresh horsepower, end-to-end stuff.
Just have a look at the foul on the big screen. It was Barto coming through. They had to go with the near side hook, just riding there into the swing of Barto Castagnola. So it's going to be a close penalty. And Carl, every time we just think Dubai, they're going to pull it back level. UAE go down the other end and pull clear again.
Absolutely, that's kind of been the game, hasn't it? From the first, second, third, fourth chukker, 5th chukker, that's what's been happening. Dubai come back, but UAE answer. Dubai answer again, UAE come back again. But the horses now coming out, John. The speed, the way Laulay got back there to chase, the way Heta opened up, the way these fields and horses are moving around these fields is unbelievable. Right, spot penalty right in front of goal here for Tommy Beresford. Straight through from the spot penalty. UAE move to 9 and increase that 2 goals, keeping Dubai at a distance.
So then 9-7, players back in the centre of the ground, head to Castagnola. What can he do again? Can he answer? We haven't quite seen the space open up for Heta like we've seen it in past games. As it's here now with Bensadon, reaches out in front first to Beresford, then of Lukin Monteverde. The umpires, I think, are going to let play on here as it's back there with Barto Castagnola. Called for a tail backhand, instead takes it forward under pressure. Breathing down his neck there is Rufino Bensadon. Bensadon steals it away as he got the player there. Head to Castagnola on the near side with the angle left behind, but it's going to fall anyway for Laule. Laule with the shot, his second goal of a chucker. And that is 9-8 now. Bensadon fighting their way back through.
So Heta just jumping off. We didn't see what happened on, we'll look for the replay. Looks like he's holding his thigh. Let's have a look on the big screen and look at the replay now. So, great backhand from Bensadon. They all raced back. Heta went for that near side. Oh, Tommy Beresford just came round as Heta was looking the opposite way. Beresford came round and the horse's head decided to come right in on the side of Heta's thigh, unfortunately. Again, complete non-intentional or unintentional. And Heta is certainly getting bruised and battered a little bit. Watching Lola march up slowly with a stick dragging along the ground. Looks like some warrior going out dragging his sword along the ground just to check. Come on, boy, get up, he says. Let's go and play. Standing up. It's never nice when you get a horse's bit or a bit of bridle in on your thigh. Often happening in little ride-offs and things like that, but that was just one of those things. Tommy was going one way, Heta was looking back over. It was an impressive, he was trying to go for that near side backhand, wasn't he, John, to really try and open up to get the angle of the goal, and he was still sort of looking over his shoulder as he turned round.
Well, he saw Tommy's open backhand, which was impressive in the last chuck, and he said, if you can do the open, I'm going to go near side and do the same. I mean, look, great setup players. We look on that screen again. Heta didn't quite get the angle, and then it's just they come up together here. Tommy had turned round, no intent in it at all. He was looking at the ball. Unlike these players to have a stick in the air, hoping that a foul was going to come their way at some point.
Is this the fuel that Heta needs to just keeps getting pounded? But like we had the other day, a yellow card went to Lukin Monteverde in the semi-finals, and after he got that yellow card, the technical, he played absolutely lights out, didn't he, John?
I'd never seen anything like it. He had a good first half, but then suddenly he got a technical, and then on the very next play, he stole the ball off Facundo Perez off a 5B and then couldn't be stopped for the rest of the game. It was unreal. So, players back in the middle. One goal separates them once again. Can Dubai finally bridge the gap and bring us back level? It's here now with Head to Castagnola, taking on all comers, but Barto, he's there with the near side backhand, picked up now by Bensadon. Bensadon and Laule in the last chuck and a half or so, really beginning to get more and more involved in this game. Remember, both of them playing their first Gold Cup final. As Bensadon with a shot going back at speed as Barto, and he's going to get there in time.
He watches it go over to the back line. Little regrouping for UAE, looking to take their first British Open Gold Cup today. So much work going off the ball there. Kaylee Smith doing a fantastic job, and Rashid marking. Really good play from Dubai to try and defend, but UAE are just attacking on another level. And here comes Tommy Beresford opening up the horse. He now knows he's got Barto behind. He just checks back up, controlling this game. He adapts then nicely. Barto comes through. Waiting is Bensadon with the ride-off. Barto Castagnola leaves Bensadon and still continues with the ball. UAE now on the attack. UAE Barto. Barto on the near side. It's going. Oh, what a clear. What a clear from Laule, I think.
I think it was Heta who got the touch, and it's here now with Bensadon. Bensadon, you wanted them just to go off and run from a crowd point of view, but I think this is for better players. Hector Castagnola, he takes on Barto. Barto just got to touch Monteverde. He's in there as well. Tail backhand hit, and eventually the umpire's play. But Carl, what a save that was. But the speed as well of Barto's horse. He just told you, saw Tommy Beresford had the ball under control. He ushered Tommy out the way, said, I'm coming. And then the speed to get round Benson on initially.
And whilst trying to hassle through lots of different traffic. But what a save.
So the umpires there did eventually blow. On the big screen it was Lucan Monteverde who just got in front there of Laulay. It was on the ball. We'll see where the umpire's putting it, moving it forward. Penalty 5B.
Yeah, they could do with this set play, John. They could do with a goal from here, Dubai, if they want to stay up with UAE. So Hector from the middle. Hector Castagnola. Just waiting to regroup. Benzadon. There's the chip from Hector. Barto is there. Brother against brother. It falls to Benzadon. Benzadon on the near side. Benzadon, but Tommy Beresford is there. Tommy Moore. Beresford misses. They all turn. They all come back to it. But what a pickup. What a pickup by Lucan Monteverde. He literally turned right in front of his goal, and he's away, and he's off.
Lucan Monteverde eventually just left it behind. He's going to get another bite. It's amazing how he just reaches out for the ball. Oh, across game Barto just got there. And now it's Hector. Hector's gone through. No, he hasn't. The umpires stop him. Hector, his eyes lit up. He thought he was going to send us into the sixth and final chukker, tied at 9 goals. We'll have a look at that screen. He was quick, but was he quick enough? Tommy Beresford picking up the line. The umpires are just double checking. It's all about how much space there Hector had as he came down that line. They're still looking in hope up to the skies, but I don't think they're going to get anything. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going all the way up to a 40 yards. So what looked like could be 9-all. Instead, there's going to be a chance to make it 10 goals to 8.
And that's how quickly this game can change. Penalties, inches. That is the game of polo. So once again, it is Tommy Beresford on the penalty taker. To take UAE to double figures. It's a big circle as he comes round. It's high and it's through. It's a goal. Great strike from Tommy Beresford. The sweet spot lifted that nicely. If you look on the big screen, you can see how he approaches that. Textbook form, just connects with a long drive. He looks up and follows it, and through the posts it goes.
What a game it's been by Tommy Beresford. He really has had a great performance out here. He's spoken in various interviews about how much he enjoys playing with these two young superstars, but also the level of confidence it gives him as well, and you're seeing it in this final. Now, one of those players, Lucan Monteverde, using Castagnola behind him as the blocker. Lucan Monteverde picks up the battle. It's left behind. Who's going to turn first? It's here now with Barto. Looking to meet him head on is his brother Hector, but Barto Castagnola goes to the left-hand side. Hector reaches out, goes for the hook, and eventually picked up again here. Castagnola on the near side, finding now Tommy Beresford. This could be a big goal in this game as Beresford hits it in for ponies, and the umpires have a look. They say play on. Rashid Al-Bouadi sends a pass down the ground for Hector, but I think the umpires stopped them before they got going. Just waiting to confirm, but it looks like, let's hear it then one more time. The players going off and changing horses for the end of the fifth chukker. One left in this British Open final, and it's still close. It's UAE Polo 10, Dubai 8.
You're watching UAE.
versus Dubai. Enjoy in live on Cowdray TV.
Welcome back, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and around the world, live streaming on Cowdray TV and Polo Line TV. It is 10 to UAE, 8 to Dubai. We've got some stats there up on the big screen, and on your screens around there, we've got UAE, the first chukker we talked about. They came out with domination. 3 goals in the first, nothing to Dubai. They only scored 1 in the second, UAE, and only 1 for Dubai in the second. And then suddenly, in the third chukker, Dubai had a great chukker. They scored 3 more goals, putting them on 4. And only 1 for UAE. So slowly they started climbing back, a couple more in the fourth chukker for UAE and 2 more for Dubai. But that start, that first and second chukker for UAE has just kept them slightly ahead. So 5th chukker there, 10 to UAE and 8 to Dubai. So only 2 more for them. So we only have 1 more chukker to go. There's only 2 goals in it. Anything can happen in polo. That's not a big scoreline difference. And we are going to be treated to some exciting 7 minutes or so here. And will we go to overtime? I don't think we've had an overtime, John, have we, throughout this tournament? Will this be the first overtime if we go to overtime?
This could well be the first overtime of this tournament. Head to Castagnola, it looks like, coming back on Olivia here in this final chukker. No stranger to overtimes at the age of 16. Cool as ice won this game, the Open, in overtime against King Power that year. So he's going to know he is more than capable of getting them there. We're going to be underway with a roll in here. Dubai going long. So, ladies and gentlemen, concentrate on this game. You cannot take your eyes off it as it falls now to the back here for Head to Castagnola. Dubai need their talisman to come good here in this final chukker. Look at the length on the ball there, looking for both Abwadi and Laulay at the front, but it's left behind by Monteverde and picked up by Beresford with the open backhand.
Midfield, Heta, Olivia, little check back. Barto tries to go in, Heta now. He means business on this horse. Look at him go, he's got the confidence. Oh, this is unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Head to Castagnola. Tap, tap, tap. He's still got it. He's still got it. He leaves it now. Can Dubai finish it off? No, they can't. And Barto comes in and clears for UAE.
Barto keeping his nerves there back in front of his own goal. Looking now to take on Bensadon. In came Abwadi just for a second, but still there was Barto. Picked up now by Head to Castagnola. Castagnola taking it to the right-hand side of Lukin. Whistle blown.
Wow, which way? Nobody can afford any penalties here, John, can they? It's going to go Dubai, but do not want to be giving away UAE a penalty right in front of the danger area for them.
No, Lukin didn't look happy, but it was Heta. He just got back there, that horse, that little black Olivia, the way it dances round and round in circles. So they're going to have a 40-yard penalty and a big chance here to make it 10 goals to 9. And did we say Head to Castagnola, the king of keeping cool in the comeback?
We did. Here we go. Yes, he's done it. He's put it through. Connected well. Both flags go up. The wind was against him, but he pops it in. Head to Castagnola. He's been battered around a little bit in this game, but he's on full force now coming into this 6th chukker, taking Dubai in 1 goal reach of UAE.
That one as well, taking him out on his own in the scoring chart. Head to Castagnola. Can he get us back to 10? This is the time when both sets of players really need the support of the crowd. So pick your team as Head to Castagnola looks to go. It's Castagnola taking on Beresford, takes it up the air once, takes it up the air twice, brings it under a spell to the left-hand side of Barto, but it's wide to the left-hand side. Big chance for Head to Castagnola, Carl. I thought he was going to do it.
Yeah, but Barto did really well there. Barto was just waiting. He didn't go straight to him. He knows that horse has got some serious bursts of acceleration, and he was waiting, just putting enough pressure on his brother that he just couldn't quite get the angle to chip it through. Good defense from UAE. So, Tommy, being hard ridden by Rashid. What a great game Rashid Al-Wadi's had. He's been everywhere. He's got to be careful now on this one. But he can't. Oh, what a ride-off. What a ride-off from Rashid. He had a go, but he was being taken out. He has another go, but UAE come in. Barto now claims it. He's lost his stick in the process. Benzadon, I think. They all race back. Goes to pick up another stick from his back on this pony. Luque Monteverde. Doesn't connect with that one. Heta, Castagnola, they all turn. Heta now, this horse is serious. This horse is good on, off we go. That was nice from Tommy Beresford. He handed the stick back to Benzadon, but this could be Heta. Tommy Beresford's waiting. He's got one man to beat, and it's Tommy Beresford. Oh, he's left it behind. He shoots. Oh, Tommy Beresford keeping the back shore shut. It's still Dubai. They're knocking, and there's a whistle. Oh.
Unbelievable period of play. That defence by Tommy Beresford all on his own. He had green players running up from all angles. Lolo on the screen looking confused. He can't work out what's going on. The umpires have made a decision. We're going to look on the instant replay. So many chances. It was great defence by Beresford. I think they may give it against Dubai. We're going to wait and see. It has gone in favour of UAE. So somehow they survive. You were just waiting there for Heta once again to bring it level. But still time, 3.5 minutes over left in this game, 10 goals to 9. Are we going to see our first overtime in this British Open as Tommy Beresford brings it back into play? Waiting again is Rashid Al-Wadi. Caused chaos this time. He hits it long instead though, but it's going to be Heta Castagnola at the back for Dubai.
So Heta, he's changed horses. He's moved now off Olivia and on now to some serious burst of speed here. He needs a little bit of help and a bit of luck to try and get this for Dubai if they want one more to draw. 10-10 with a few moments to go. Oh, he looks up. He goes for the shot, but it's going wide. Will it stay in? Yes, it will. No, it won't, and it rolls out over the line. Heta trying. He's dangerous from scoring out wide. We know that, John. We've watched him so many times over the years, especially in this tournament, look up from 60, 70, 80 yards out and find the posts. But that time, just couldn't quite find the goalpost.
I love there's kind of an air of expectation every time Castagnola gets the ball at the moment, but he's going to pull us level. Are they going to get another chance as it's here now with Benzadon? He gives it back to Heta again. Is it a case of third time lucky in this chucker for Heta? Oh, he nearly went. He left it behind as it falls now for Al-Wadi. Al-Wadi looking to find Castagnola. It's going to go. It's Castagnola. We're tied. We are tied 10 goals all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10-10 in the British Open Championship here for the Cowdray Gold Cup. You are watching two of the greatest Titan teams on the Polo World Circuit and some of the best players in the world. Let's have a big cheer around the field for these two teams.
How about a cheer from those supporting UAE as now Dubai look to go. UAE, they need your support now as it's with Dubai. Tommy Beresford fighting hard. Here now comes Laule, and it's Laule looking to complete the turnaround, but he's left it behind. He's left it behind. It's Heta Castagnola. Castagnola, are Dubai going to get him a lead for the first time this afternoon? No, it's Barto. It's Heta. It's a goal. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a goal. Can you believe it?
Oh my Lord, ladies and gentlemen, Heta Castagnola, how he managed, he was reaching back, he was on the near side, he was on the offside. Tommy Beresford came in, Luque Monteverde tried, they couldn't quite find the defence, and Heta, he points to the tent, he smiles as he gallops round. 11-10 for the first time ever, they take the lead in this match. Barto now answers. And look at this, look at Beltran Laule. They just seem to have come out in this chukker on fire, Dubai. They've turned the tide. Heta Castagnola on the near side. Oh, in goes Barto, in goes Tommy Beresford, and it's cleared once again in front. And there is a whistle. Oh, a whistle.
What a game, what a chucker. This has turned into 10 goals to 8 going into this last, and you know what? It's going to be a close penalty in favour of UAE. It was for young Laule just getting a little bit excited. He came across. He had to take a risk. He took it, and the umpires may have blown up their whistles, so it's a 30-yard penalty. And that overtime we were talking about, we were almost saying it hopefully at 10 goals to 8, wanting more. It looks like it could well be a reality.
Tommy, you made a lot of people very nervous there, Tommy Beresford. There was a ripple of around the polo field. But it's 11-11, ladies and gentlemen, it's game on. Come on, let's give them a cheer.
Ball goes back in play. Here it is now with Barto. We are at the stage where the next game goal is going to win this game. Lucan is gone. Lucan is gone. On the done, calling for the pass. It's Lucan Monteverde at the front with the shot, with the score. Lucan Monteverde picking up the pass from Barto Castagnola. We got about 20 seconds to go, and it's the young player, the MVP from the semi-final. Has he just won this British Open for UAE for the first time?
Oh, what good foresight from Barto. Barto, he saw Lucan. Lucan went for the break. He had the free player. Barto, what a pass up to Lucan Monteverde, and what a finish. And now he might do it again. UAE might do it again. That's the buzzer. That's the buzzer. Ladies and gentlemen, they can't believe it. Dubai can't believe it. Stolen from them at the end. They tried throughout the game, but UAE have taken the British Open Polo Championship for the Cowdray Gold Cup.
What a game. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Dubai, they nearly did it. Heta Castagnola, Rashid Abwari, Beltran Lale and Rufino Bencidon, they have amazed us, they have impressed us all tournament long, and they were undefeated right until the final seconds. But UAE, what a team performance. Kaylee Smith, she becomes the second lady in the history of this tournament to win the Open. Kaylee Maria Smith, Lucan Monteverde, look how happy he looks, scored the winning goal, and Barto Castagnola defeats his younger brother alongside.
Tommy Beresford has jumped off. He's gone to see all of his supporting fans and family. What a tournament and what a final for UAE. They've looked pretty formidable throughout the whole of the tournament, and what penalties taken from Tommy Beresford every time, connecting with them. They were solid from the first. Chukka, 3 goals up. What play from the boys and girls in the black and white shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a presentation very shortly on the polo field for these two teams, where we will be handing out prizes and awarding the illustrious, prestigious Cowdray Gold Cup. Don't go anywhere. Get yourselves ready to watch the presentations. And John, what a final of finals. We said it was going to be close, and that was close.
What a final. I can't believe it. I thought when Heta put his side, he just looked like he was ready to bring it home there in that final chucker. Then that 30-yard penalty from Tommy Beresford. God, it just snuck inside that goalpost to bring it back level. I'll tell you what, if a player who has just got better and better every single game before that performance in the semi-final, Lucan Monteverde, to score the winning goal after a wonderful pass to Barto Castagnola. We were sitting high. We saw that play happening. Barto Castagnola, Lucan was running, and Barto saw the perfect pass. And what a moment for Lucan Monteverde. His father, Lucas, manages this entire UAE organisation himself, and Her Highness Sheikh Hamida. We should give a huge shout out to Her Highness Sheikh Hamida, makes this entire UAE organisation possible. But it is UAE, the first time winners of this British Open Championship.
Nice to meet you, Jemima. All good? Hey, I'm still waiting for the Chelsea invitation. connection made, eh? You'll be here when the season starts. Yeah, I'm here. I feel.
So as we look there on the screen at Tommy Beresford, so excited. The England captain, Tommy Beresford, he has won the Gold Cup for the first time. So we have a look at that screen, at the highlights. We've really got some to marvel over as well. That was right in the opening play of the game. Barto Castagnola, what a performance he put on for his side. Sent it long there, this time showing his passing prowess. Tommy Beresford, we've seen him play as one of the top number 4s in this tournament throughout, and today he showed his class in front of goal as well. And UAE, in that first chukker, came out flying. This assist here by Tommy Beresford and Lucan Monteverde. Well, this was a sign of things to come. Ominier's side there, reaching out behind him, under the horse's neck. He came back, of course, and scores a winning goal right at the end. Lucan, what a performance he had. Over the years, we have known exactly how exciting he is in attack, and today we saw it all in defense as well. Head to Castagnola, have a look at him on the screen. He wowed us all day. Look at this game. He didn't end up getting the goal here. Big bump in the ride-off it was by his brother Barto. Those two will have plenty to talk about tomorrow as well, as it's here with Heta. They actually go to Spain to play together throughout the month of August. Rashid Abwadi, it was, getting that goal there. This time Rashid giving it to Laulay and Benson. These players also young with Dubai, of course. They will be back in the years to come. We saw what they are capable of as the music really gets going here at the ground at Cowdray Park. Those here in attendance, do start to enjoy your afternoon as we continue to look again. This is Tommy Beresford coming round. It was this backhand. That was an amazing goal by Tommy Beresford. He was a dominant figure in this game throughout, and as always, we saw the moments of magic from Barto as well. This one of the goals of the game for me. Just took it out the air, teased it in front of his brother, Heta Castagnola. The long drive there was on the near side there for Laulay. Laulay, just 15 years of age. Such a great tournament by him. Benson on as well, putting on the big pressure here. Now, this was a moment where Heta just got a little bit of a knock. They did make it 9-8. You wonder how much of an impact that had later on for Heta Castagnola. The goal, it did stand. Then now, right at the end of that chukker, taking it to 10-8, was Barto Castagnola. Now, from there, you wondered if it would be the day of Dubai. This was the last time before we saw them go on their run, and Heta Castagnola in this last chukker. What a player he is in sight like this. Just flicking it up in the air. In the end, it was a penalty for him from this place. Such a great striker of that ball. Left for Rashid Abwadi, always so good to see. This was the goal that brought them level. It was Heta Castagnola. He would then go down the other end of the ground and put them out in front as well. And you thought that was that probably for the game, with Dubai out in front. But there was still a story to be told in this game. They thought they'd won it. Look at the smile on Heta's face, urging his crowd to cheer. But from there, UAE spun it back round, and this is the moment the game was won. Lucan Monteverde, have a look on your screen. He was the player that won the game for UAE in the end by the narrowest of margins. As we now go for an interview in the tent, Carl is going to be joined by the victorious, the England captain, the UAE player, Tommy Beresford.
So I'm down on the pony lines, and I'm with a man that has just played absolute lights out. He makes me look really small. Tommy Beresford, how do you feel? For a minute there, did you think you had it throughout, or did you think there, as Dubai suddenly turned the screw, all that work might have just been for nothing?
Yeah, I mean, it crossed my mind, but that's... Sorry, I'm not...
You're tired, aren't you?
Well, that's when you have to stick together as a team, and we stayed positive. Something we learned during the tournament. We had one game where our attitude wasn't positive, and we were down in the game. We weren't able to bring it back. And this time, I think we learned from that, and I really tried to stay positive with the guys, and that's what created the next 2 goals.
You played an amazing game. Are you proud about how you played? Obviously, how the team played. The team played, honestly, everybody on a man. It was unbelievable to see, but you guys came out with such wind in your sails on the first chukker.
Yeah, I think we started well. That's kind of something that we really wanted to do, because obviously with a team like this, if you give them a head start, you're struggling to catch back up. I think I am proud with the way I played. Obviously it's a lot of emotion coming into these big games, and we were able to overcome a really good team in the semi-finals, and then to kind of build up that energy again is really hard. But yeah, I think obviously you have kind of these negative thoughts that come into your head that you try and overcome, and luckily once I get in the field, I know I trust in my ability and I trust in my team, and we're able to get the win.
Those penalties, every single penalty, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, going back to the thought process, I mean, I've against King Power I missed a 60 that, you know, to equalise, and obviously those moments, it kind of stays in your mind. Obviously you don't want it to, but it's in your mind, and obviously it's a responsibility you're given by the team to take the penalties, and the only people that miss the penalties are the ones that take it, and obviously it's a risk and it's a big responsibility, but I trust in my penalty taking. I was practicing yesterday in the rain in case it rained, luckily it didn't, but yeah, luckily today I was striking it cleanly.
Let's talk quickly about emotion. I know you want to go and celebrate, and so you should. You honestly, you gave everything out there, Tommy. But this must mean the world to you. The Beresford family have won the Gold Cup before. Your grandfather playing with his brother. The Beresford name in '66 and '69. That there's so much emotion and history that goes with you and the Gold Cup. You must be feeling. I don't know. What are you feeling?
No, I mean. Yeah, I always say that, you know, the Argentines have the Argentine Open, and all the kids grow up wanting that. I live 5 minutes from here, and this has always been my dream. And you know, I'd been lucky enough to win the Queen's Cup a couple of times, but I lost one of these finals, and I really didn't want to let this one slip. And so yeah, it's the dream come true. I'm very, very, very grateful for everything I've been given by UAE.
And it shows, and honestly you absolutely deserve it, Tommy. An amazing tournament, but an amazing game today. You were the linchpin out there along with Barto. Kaylee played unbelievable.
She's had an incredible game. Obviously very sad to not have Sheikha Mather on the field. Huge thank you to her. Her heart and soul is this team, and she gives us so much and so much confidence, and yeah, hopefully we can play another final with her one day.
And really quickly, when Lukin popped that ball in, what was your initial thought? What was, when you saw Barto pass that up and Lukin popped it in, what did you think, just to finish?
No, I mean, there was still one play of the game. Honestly, we tried to remain calm and mark. I didn't want Heta to get that ball. That was the one guy you don't want to get that ball is Heta. So, yeah, not take it for granted and stay focused until the last whistle goes.
Go and enjoy yourself. Congratulations. Unbelievable play. Well done. We're going to bring in Kaylee. Kaylee, come in quick. Unbelievable play. It was a 4-man team. It was a 3-man team and a 1-woman team. Women to win the Gold Cup final. How do you feel? Obviously substituting for Her Highness Sheikha Mather. You must be on cloud 9.
Oh, there's no words to explain it. I'm so grateful to be here, and it's not something that happens to anyone. And no, I don't have words to express. I don't feel like it's sunk in and we're all crying, and it's incredible. And I just want to say thank you to the whole of UAE, to Mather, and just everyone, absolutely everyone, on the field and off the field. It's incredible.
It's such a tight-knit team, the UAE. Off the field, like you talk about off the field, it is, isn't it? It's solid. You guys are so happy and so tight off the team, and I think that carries onto the field, doesn't it?
No, 100%. Like we're all friends on the field and off the field, and everyone has each other's back, and everyone wants the best for each other, and it's all communication, and you don't get that just on the field if you don't have it off the field, and everyone wanted it, and I think today it showed.
So your horses, they went really well. I mean, you've had a great opportunity playing in this tournament. Where does it go from here?
I don't know if I'll ever beat this, but I hope somewhere good. I really, really do. And the horses were amazing. I mean, all of I had some of Mather's horses and the rest of like UAE horses, and now you don't get to sit on better. Unreal.
It's been years since a woman has been in the winning of the Gold Cup final and winning it. It's unbelievable. Look at that smile, the emotion. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I think when everyone finishes crying, I'm sure we will go off and celebrate together. But I think at the minute we're just enjoying this bubble that we're in, and yeah, the day's not over yet.
Kaylee, honestly, it's been a pleasure to watch you. Well done for substituting for Her Highness Sheikha Mather, and honestly, congratulations. Well done. Go and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've spoken to Kaylee, we've spoken to Tommy Beresford. We're going to let these guys celebrate, and I'm going to throw you back to John in the commentary tower. Over to you, John. So, here we go with the best playing pony. Bear with me whilst I try and get this. Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? There we go, turn it up, here we go. So we're going to start with the best playing pony of the match, and it's been decided if we could ask the player of the best playing pony, which was Barto Castagnola on Solar. Solar. If I could ask Barto and the Honourable Mrs. Leela Pearson to step forwards to present the best playing pony rug upon Solar, and boy did Barto play well on this mare. He played her 4 times, that's how good she is. She came out 4 times in that match. And as the Honourable Leela Pearson presents the best playing pony rug, and congratulations to Barto Castagnola. Can we ask the horse and Barto to step forward and come in front of the podium? She's not a fan of grey. She would prefer some yellow. Over here, please, Leela. Over here, please, boys. And well done, Barto Castagnola, for winning this best playing pony. It's all about the horses. %80 horsepower, 20% game. And Barto and his team, he could not do it without his team, his infrastructure, all of the people that look after his horses. And well done to Solar. 4 times she came out in that match, and congratulations to him. Well done. One more for the photos, and thank you to the Honourable Leela Pearson for presenting this prize. Great. Well done. And then next up, thank you, Barto. Well done, Solar. And then next up, we move to the King Power best playing pony, Patron, the Patron pony. And that has been decided that Rashid Abwadi will take this best Patron playing Patron pony, and that goes to Challo Galaxy. Challo Galaxy. Step forward, Challo Galaxy. And the Honourable Leela Pierce and the Liz Higgins representative from King Power presenting this King Power rug. Thank you to Liz. If we can ask Challo Galaxy to step forwards with Liz Higgins. And well done to Rashid Awadi, 5-time winner of the Gold Cup in its history, along with his father Ali over the years. And he takes the King Power Patron best playing pony. And a huge thank you to King Power for all of their support still for Polo here at Cowdray. They won the Gold Cup 3 times on the back of 15, 16 and 17. They did the hat-trick whilst winning the Premiership Football League at the same time. So thank you to Liz Higgins representing King Power, and well done to Rashid Awadi. Next we move on to the umpires. The umpires, please could we ask Betsy and Vanessa Graham to present the umpires. we had Peter Wright, Jason Dixon and Tim Bound, so let's go one by one. So if Peter Wright could step forwards, please, to collect his wine from Betsy and Vanessa Graham. Jason Dixon. And third man, Tim Bound. And we need to present now the Robert Graham plate. Robert Graham, chief umpire for over 20 years. He changed the way polo was umpired. He bred polo ponies in Argentina. He made the game better. He was a polo professional. And here to hand out the Robert Graham plate is Betsy and Vanessa Graham to present this to the umpires. If you could stand in the middle of the podium, please. Betsy and Vanessa with the Robert Graham plate. His family handing this plate out. Such an honor, and thank you so much for your support, Betsy and Vanessa, for the Robert Graham plate, who changed umpiring and gave so much to the sport here. Congratulations to the umpires, and thank you, Betsy and Vanessa. Now, if I could ask the runners-up, please, and the winners to take their place onto the podium. First up, the winners in the black and white shirts. Welcome to the stage, UAE. Tommy Beresford, Luke in Monteverde, Barto Castagnola, and Kaylee Smith. And runners up, Rashid Awadi, Heta Castagnola, Beltron Laule, and Rufino Benzadon. Now I'd like to ask Lord Cowdray's daughter-in-law Amanda Pearson to step forwards to present the prizes to our runners-up. It was such a close game. They were trailing all the way through, and then they turned the screw. They took it to level score, but they just couldn't quite hold on to it to the end. Our runners-up, ladies and gentlemen, Team Dubai at 1, Heta Castagnola. Heta, if you could look to the front with Amanda, please. Congratulations, and what a game he had, taking the top goal scorer of the tournament. At 2, Rashid Al-Bouadi. At 3, Beltron Laule. And at the back, Rufino Benzadon. They've won it 5 times in the history of the Gold Cup. Pretty impressive. Lola Castagnola, father to Barto and Heta, won it as well, but they just couldn't do it one more time today. Now we move on to the most valuable player. I'd like to ask Michael Prince, CEO and President of the USA Polo ASSN, and Boo Jalil from US Polo ASSN to step forwards, please, to present the most valuable player prize, if they both could step forwards, and that goes to Barto Castagnola. Michael Prince, CEO, President of US Polo SSN, and Boo Jalil representing the global apparel brand. And thank you so much, MVP, to Barto Castagnola. Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you to US Polo SSN for all their support. Now we move on to the winners. Playing at 1, the lady that has won a Gold Cup final. It is Kaylee Smith. Hang on, let's look to the front, have a photo, enjoy this moment, filling in for Her Highness Sheikh Matha, and we thank her so much. At 2, he scored that amazing goal at the end, Lukin Monteverde! And back again to receive another prize. He's won Best Playing Pony, he's won MVP, it's Barto Castagnola! And at the back, go crazy for local boy, Cowdray boy, Tommy Beresford. Thank you so much to Amanda Pearson for presenting so far. And now it is time for the Gold Cup trophy. I would like to ask, I think Her Highness Sheikh Matha has asked Kaylee Smith to step down to receive this in replace of her today, the Gold Cup. Oh, here she is, Her Highness Sheikh Matha is here, ladies and gentlemen, to receive this Gold Cup. What a proud moment. They won the Dubai Gold Cup in March. They've taken the British Open here for the first time. Her Highness Sheikh Matha and her UAE team, if I could ask you to go up onto the podium, Your Highness, and with Amanda Pearson to have a photo with these two teams. Kaylee Smith filling in for Her Highness, but what an organisation and what a tight team. Formidable throughout the tournament. If we could have one photo with both teams. If you could all look to the front, please. And now if I could ask the runners up, please. Dubai, if you could just leave the podium so we can do a final shot with the UAE. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the runners up, Team Dubai. And now it is the time for you to show your appreciation as we ask for the very first time. They were in the final in 2021, but they just were pipped to the post by Thai Polo. They won the Queen's Cup that year. They've come back again this year. They've had a fantastic tournament, losing only 1 goal throughout the whole of the run. And today they were on fire from chukker number 1. Her Highness Sheikh Matha brings up Lucas Monteverde, the coach, the expertise, the wealth of knowledge. Take the cup. Someone take the cup. Lift that cup high. Who's going to take the cup, Lucas? Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the British Open Polo Championship for the Cowdray Gold Cup, Team UAE! Amanda, if I could ask you just to step down so we could do a shot with the team. And just before it goes a little bit crazy, hang on boys, one more photo before we get completely swamped by the UAE organisation, and what an organisation it is. Tommy, you should hold it. There we go. 2 meters tall, look at it. Barto Castagnola, Kaylee Smith, and Lukin Monteverde, Her Highness Sheikh Matha and Lucas Monteverde. What a team, what a win. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for UAE!
What a great setting here for UAE. The celebrations will go long. The MVP of the game, Barto Castagnola. Have a look there on the screen. What a moment there for Barto Castagnola, winning the trophy with his side. What a performance. What a day for the UAE side. What a deserved shout out here right at the end to all of the organizations that make these tournaments possible. Both the team behind the teams, like you see there on the podium, as well as all of the ground staff and the team here organizing everything at Cowdray Park. And like I say, UAE, they will be celebrating long into the night over at their base nearby Manor Farm. So as we leave you here with a shot of Tommy Beresford, that is all for the coverage at the Gold Cup final today from all of us here, both at Cowdray TV, Polo Line TV, and from Cowdray. Thank you for all of those who have attended today. It's been a memorable final, but it is UAE Polo, the latest winners of the British Open here at Cowdray Park, and we look forward to seeing everything else that happens for the rest of the season. But for all of us here today, a massive thank you and enjoy yourself going into the evening.